Water. Water. Water.
Okay, everyone, we're gonna be in a D&D session, so I'm gonna undeafen and then we'll hop onto the D&D scene. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Hi Murray. Thank you for being first. Hi August. Welcome in. Hi Evan. Hi Bonky. Hi Desi. And hi Guy. Also, thank you Rin. Oh, hi Rose. Okay, I'll swap to the D&D scene. Hello.
There he is.
Hi.
All right, so he can at least hear us, which is
Yes.
fine if he's muted for now because I'm gonna have to do my intro, and then I'm gonna ask everyone to introduce each other so that everyone can hear you guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. It would help if I turned on my camera. I mean, the camera was on,
Panic.
but it's like my model was not moving at all. It was just there. Probably shrink a little bit so I'm a little closer to you guys this side. Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Dragon's Cabin, and today we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Surprise, surprise, we do this practically every Sunday. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Winter Rain, Ice Dragon VTuber, Dungeon Master, and Variety Gamer. And with me are four fantastic people who are here to play a one shot. Let's start with the top of the call. Chai,
Hi,
can you
human.
introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and where people can find you?
Oh no, I didn't know it's gonna be first. I'm Chai. I'm a sun dragon. I like playing old video games. And I'm on Twitch and YouTube.
All right. Now, next on our table actually isn't a VTuber per se, but they are a welcome friend in addition to the game. Uh,
Hello.
yeah.
I'm Envy. I'm a moon unicorn, and I love to play first-person shooter games. I don't really do content.
You still went
Excellent.
about your intro with more confidence and gusto than Shy did.
Alrighty, Vinny.
Hello. I am Reniana, your local succubus, poison giant girl VTuber and variety queen supreme, who also plays D&D and knows too many things about D&D. I know many things about D&D, and that will come to light today.
All right, and Lex.
Hi, I am the fully forged dragon tamer, warrior of the skies, bound by destiny, your friend, and with me is my little buddy Nox. Say hi, Nox. Uh, oh, oh, oh gosh,
And we have Frozen.
I have frozen. Okay, I'm good. I think.
Yeah, I think you're
Okay,
good now. You're good
there
now.
you go.
All right.
All right. I am.
Let's
I'm an
see.
avid D&D
Lexman.
fan. Avid.
Excellent. So, I have here just our neat little starting screen, and I'm gonna zoom in here. Uh, shit, right. I have to use a different. I'm I'm logged into Roll20 on two instances. One being um
DM and the other being a camera.
Flare, yeah,
Yeah.
just so I can make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. But that means I gotta flip through a lot of windows. Um, actually, I guess I should take this window and put it over here instead. Yeah, there we go. That way, I can yeah, that's better. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, we are here to play D&D. So let's get started. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
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 All right. Uh, well, last but not least, let me turn on some ambient music for stream.
Dark mode.
Go. I hope everyone likes Baldur's Gate music. Okay, so every few hundred years, Valkur, the god of safe passage and lightning, calls upon a mortal to become their newest champion to channel their divinity onto the realm to protect travelers and sailors alike. The mortal chosen varies from time to time. Sometimes they are full grown adults whom take on the journey solo to Valkur's temple in the mountains to claim their destiny. Sometimes it is a child who is escorted upon by long lived races who have seen Valkur's champions come and go. Our story begins with one such child, an infant to be precise, whose destiny must be brought by guardians that now gather at the city center, waiting for their new charge to arrive before setting off on a perilous journey to the Draconic Mountains. You four, the newly appointed escort guardians to bring said child to the mountains, have been gathering at the town center, a fairly large village in service and worship to Volkur and protectors of travelers upon the realm, um, have been preparing for things. During this time, you can. Oh, I heard something on chat. Would you mind turning the music down? Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Hold on. Turn Discord audio up, and actually, music starting. Supposed to turn off. My bad. Once I hit stream, is that good? Thank you, Cinema, for the audio check. Appreciate that. So before we continue, can we get a confirmation that audio is good before I continue? It's just so we don't have a a weird sounding VOD, and people don't have a weird thing. Better? Okay, good. Thank you. I shall
Turn
continue.
yeah, turn music down just like 1% more and you'll be okay.
Okay, how's this?
I mean, definitely again. Perfect.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Guardians, you are at the center of town, which has any number of things that you might need. As I discussed with you all weeks prior, you had some money to spend before the game, and spend it on buying whatever materials and equipment that you could find within D&D's official pricing and whatnot. If you haven't, that money will transfer over to the start of the game, in which case you can purchase additional equipment and things right now. Does anyone need to buy any equipment or whatnot before we set sail?
How much money do we have again? Like 600?
We have 200 gold
200.
each.
Oh, each. Okay, okay. Um, it was the magical equipment that was amounted to like 600. Uh, I'm not really sure. Like, can we get like any weapons or something with that?
Yeah, you can buy any number of things really, because this village has been in service to Valkur and prepping for any new champions for decades.
Could you
So
buy like
they're
healing
well prepared
potions
and
or
everything.
such?
Yeah, so you can get healing potions, you can get weapons, you could get armor, you can get adventuring gear, equipment packs, tools, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Um,
Does it cost any money to buy ourselves a ship? Important question. Or do we already have? Are we already secured for travel, or however
In
we're?
terms of travel and rations along travel, because you've been informed that this entire trip will take about 5 days in total, but the 2 days that you'll be on the sea by boat is covered for rations, and the boat already has a dedicated crew that will be sailing you guys across the sea and on towards the island where Volkuru's temple is located.
Understood. I have already spent all my money. You may be very surprised. I spent it only on spells and nothing else.
um, hmm. How
Yeah,
long
healing
would the
potions could
journey
be an
be
easy thing.
again?
5 days total. You
Two
said
days
Five
by
2 days.
days.
sea and 3 days by land.
Mm-hmm. Um,
One of the days is probably going to be climbing the mountain
okay.
at the very end.
Um,
So might I suggest climbing equipment and or survival equipment?
yeah, I was about to ask if we have rations on our like packs, but um, some extra rations would be nice, like some
Climbing
climbing
equipment
equipment.
would
Yeah,
be good then.
and then just a little bit of like maybe like um a pack of like cloth just in case, like
Okay.
thick
Well, in
cloth.
order to get rations, for one full day of rations, that's going to be 5 silver pieces, which is half a gold piece.
Mm-hmm.
And what else would you like? Also, we can roleplay this. We don't have to expedite the
Oh,
shopping if you guys don't want to, because there is a general store within the village which you can purchase things from the shopkeep there, or we
okay.
can expedite it. It's up to you guys.
What do you guys want to do? I'm down
Given
for
we
either.
given we have journey ahead of us, I would not be against expediting, but we could also very quickly go over what we're maybe playing if we want to. Because I forgot what
Yeah.
Lex you were doing. I know what Chai's
Well,
doing and Envy is doing because I helped them. I forgot what Lex was doing.
we will say, and yeah, I kind of missed this part because by going through some of my notes here, as you're all gathering, you meet at the central fountain at the center of town, where the department store is not too far from where your current location is. From the very left of the call, Chai, your character sits upon the edge of the fountain. What do they look like, and what is their name?
Wait, me?
Yes, you just happen to be on the left side of the table, so I'm starting there.
Like how I look?
Your character, yes.
I
It
look
doesn't
like
have to be
me.
detailed, just like a general.
A humanoid with horns and feathery wings.
Okay. Anything special about your attire, or is just like a travel robe of some sort?
Yeah, travel robe.
Okay. Backpack and all that stuff. Okay. Envy, what about you? What is your character's name and what do they look like? A general description.
He's muted.
Amazing.
Fuck. Um, thank you. Uh, my character's name is Envied. I'm a high elf. I'm a tall boy with a backpack and a trench coat.
Excellent. Riniana.
Today I am playing Ecopoise, who is a tiefling of roughly average height, a little bit below average. Most of the party is probably taller than her. She has a kind of almost a drow tone of skin, with golden markings all along her, and is wearing what looks like could be priestess garments, though is very clearly a wizard with all the spell books that she is holding.
Multiple spell books. Wow. How are they holding all of that?
Has one of those like belt book holder things.
Oh, nice. Fancy.
They're small
And
books, they're
Lex.
not massive books. It's why she probably has multiple of
Okay.
them, but
I was thinking like big ass tomes, like damn, that's a lot of knowledge.
she has
Sorry.
multiple. Still a lot of knowledge. You don't know how small that text is.
All right. Lex.
Hi, I'm playing as Calamans, a a an ancestral guardian, barbarian dwarf, and I am
Oh.
4'8", very small. I think I might be the smallest.
You are, yes,
Yes.
You're fun
absolutely.
sized.
I am fun size, but I have long flowy hair, with a single streak of golden, um,
Damn.
and you can see that my clothes are kind of like weirdly tattered, but also kind of like, um, just kind of like you wouldn't recognize them because you might think that they're like tribal, in a sense, but very tattered. Feels like I'm from far away, and on a journey, trying to you know um, trying to look for a purpose. I do have a tribal tattoo on my right arm, and it kind of resembles a little uh, face of our ancestral guardian Nock.
Nice.
Mhm. Yes.
I see. Excellent. Nice. All right. Yeah, in that sense, are you guys all going to be going to the department store to get any other things? Again, we can roleplay that. If not, that's fine. But I did give out the price for the rations. Was there anything else that you guys wanted? Does everyone have rope?
Um,
Oh,
How we can definitely buy some climbing kit and rope.
do we
okay.
have the starting equipment that we had with our like
We
character
do all have
sheet?
starting equipment. Not
Yeah.
all of it has rope, I believe.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Not
that's why I
everyone's
gave this opportunity.
packs rope. Yeah. We have enough
Um,
So,
money that everyone could probably be equipped with a climbing kit. Since I don't believe I helped Chai and Envy spend any money at all.
Oh, we could get some rope.
Yep.
okay, well, a climber's kit itself is going to be 25 gold pieces, and that kit itself also contains special climbing pittons, boot tips, gloves, and harness. And wait, there's no rope in this kit. The hell?
Yeah.
Well, is there? No, it doesn't say
Nope.
in the
Nope.
description.
Nope. There's no rope in it.
That's fucking stupid. You should have rope. Well,
That's
a rope is
why
like 1 gold piece.
exactly. That's why I'm like climbing kit and rope.
Yeah. Okay. So 26 in total for the full complete climber's kit.
26 for each person.
Yeah. So go ahead and subtract that out of your total. Does everyone have health potions? And these are just suggestions. I'm not saying any of these are mandatory, but I would suggest healing kit, maybe a uh, medic kit for any injuries, uh,
Mm.
crowbar. I don't know.
Potion of healing would probably be the easiest thing for us to spend money on, as uh, there's a lot of items in D&D.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's why I have this whole
Mhm.
page bookmarked of D&D's official pricing and items.
I
But
do
mind
have
you, if
some
anyone
rope.
does have,
Hmm.
okay, yeah, rope is 1 gold.
But what about the climbing kit? I would like one of those, please.
That's 25.
25.
Okay.
Hence the 26 pricing point.
Okay.
Potion of healing, a regular small little dinky one, is 50 gold pieces. Quite expensive, but it'll save your life.
25 as well. Okay.
That is 50 for the potion of
Oh,
healing.
50. Okay. Okay.
25 for the climbing kit. I'll also post it in our group chat. That way we know what it does for anyone buying it. This would be the easiest thing to spend our money on, probably.
Hmm
Okay.
I'll
That way,
get
Now,
2.
hell
I'm
yeah.
just thinking as a player who used to play a part-time chef. I actually had a frying pan and an iron pot. You guys can possibly use that if you desire, but those are also on the table as well.
Okay. Can I take a look around and see if I can see any particularly uh, shiny or sharp, um, you know, weapons?
You look for weapons, huh?
Hmm.
Okay.
Would I shove these
Well,
items in? Where would I
What's
shove them in?
so when you look at your sheet, Chai, look to the bottom center of your sheet. You'll see item name, and you can type it there. Here, I'll post this in group chat for you while
Oh,
Winter talks.
so Lex,
Hmm.
i.e., Kala,
Yes.
there you can see that there is a well ornate spear. Looks to be made of some material you don't recognize. Um, but yeah, it looks to be some form of trident. Um, with a
Mm.
lightning bolt design on the tip and a bunch of magic runes on the hilt.
No, when you say trident, is it like for is it like a big two-handed trident or just you know
It
something
looks
that I
like
can
a
throw?
fairly sized trident that you can possibly use with one hand or two hands, or if you're feeling very bold, you can even throw it.
Ooh. I go up to the shopkeeper and ask, "Hey, so that shiny thing over there, uh, is it for sale?"
Hi there, kidsman. It's for sale. It's dwarven made, of course.
Dwarven. Ah, I
Aye, so
knew
you
it
know
was
that's
special.
good.
Yeah.
I'm right. Would you like to hold it real quick if you fancy checking it out? It
Ooh,
cost me about 5 gold to sell.
5 gold. Ooh,
Oh,
I
sorry, that was the normal kind. This one's 10.
10 gold.
This one's got an enchantment on it, you see.
Ooh,
You throw this baby, and at command, it will go straight back to your hand.
that's amazing. Oh, uh, can I touch it for a minute?
For the cars. And he pulls it off the shelf and hands it to you. It's a very long, ornate trident,
Mm-hmm.
as I've said before, decorated in Volcor's patterns and lightning bolts.
Ooh. Um. I'll take it. Mm.
All right, 10 gold it is. And
Okay.
you guys make the transaction, and you now have a shiny Volcor trident.
Full core trident. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So it has a range of 20 normal range, 60 at disadvantage, and it's versatile. So you can either use two hands or one hand with a d6 and a d8 respectively for damage. But
Ooh.
this thing also has the bonus action property to return to your hand after being thrown.
Okay. Is it a strength weapon or a
It is a strength weapon, yes.
let's go. Okay, thank you.
Anyone
Um,
else? Or unless there's anything else you'd like, Lex.
oh, and I would like I would like one of those you know, mountain climbing kits and 2 potions, please.
2 potions and a climbing kit. Would you like rope with that? I don't know why they don't add rope to these things, but
Oh,
here we
don't
go.
worry, I do have some rope. Don't worry, I have a rope on my backpack. So,
Ah, excellent, excellent.
mm-hmm.
So he hands over the 2 potions. It's gonna cost you 100 gold for
Yes.
the 2 of them, and the climbs kit of 26 gold.
Okay.
Anything else there?
I'm good. Thank you, friend.
Right, of course, of course. Good luck on your journey. Make sure you bring Volkur's champion to the mountain, aye?
And then I quietly nod, and then I go back.
All right. Would anyone else like to do any purchases? Otherwise, we can continue.
I have gotten all my purchases done beforehand, so I am okay. And I do not
Right,
know what I
Envy?
could recommend to these two, unless they can think of something they would want that without worrying about items that exist or not.
I
I
will
was thinking
say
the
that it
cookie
will get
pot.
cold at some point. You want the cooking pot?
I have
Yeah.
sure.
The iron pot is 2 gold pieces.
Would I need like a cooking kit for stuff to cook with?
I forget. I think there might be a equipment pack for that. Hold on. Burglar, diplomat, dungeoneer, engineer. I mean, entertainer, explorer, priest, scholars. No, here's tools, toolkits. Herbalism, music, navigation, poisoners, thieves, gaming set, forgery kit. No, not really. I would say maybe artisans tools because I would say like culinary.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, I did say I wanted to buy
I thought you
cloth as
might
well.
need like utensils.
Yeah, I would say that will be in the artisans tools.
Okay.
Oh, it cooks utensils. 1 gold piece.
So
Oh yeah,
two?
there's a drone. I would say like if you buy cook's utensils for 1 gold piece, I would say that's enough for 1 person. So that'd be like your knife, your fork, whatever, and any additional things to use to cook.
Huh.
So if you guys
I'll
have
buy
like a
4 of them
dedicated
then.
cook among your group, then you can just grab one. You want to grab 4? Okay, no problem. So 4 cook's utensils. Anything else? I will say that some of the nights will get cold.
Yeah.
So if you have warm gear, you can get that too.
Yes, I would like some thick cloth if it's possible.
All right. Adventuring gear, equipment
Um,
packs.
do you by chance sell any oil? Like,
That
you know,
we do.
eh,
Would you like olive oil or is this for cooking or travel?
no, for travel, for travel. You know, thing that
All right.
things that can like burn easily.
That's 1 silver piece for a pound of oil.
For a pound of oil. Hmm. And do you have some cloth that are, protective against the winds and the cold?
All right, that's like 5 silver. This will bundle you up for a good long journey.
All right, I'll take. Does anyone else need any, cloth? I'll take 4 of them, a whole set,
Or it is.
and then like 5 pounds of those oil.
All right, 5 pounds of oil.
There you go. I'll give you
There
3
you are.
gold.
Oh.
Keep the
I
change.
happily accept any help as I have no money.
Right, and then I
I
distribute.
will say,
Mhm.
we do not have to worry about cold nights at least, or
Okay.
not too much.
Someone's
Once
got
we're
a
off the ship,
sneaky
at least.
spell up their sleeve, huh?
That is maybe what I put like more than most of my money to. Yes.
Yeah. The supreme utility casters.
I think that's fine. Um, I go
Okay.
ahead and
Sounds to me like
distribute
everyone's got
the
everything then.
yeah.
Yes.
I give everyone.
Do
Are
we-
we all
Alright.
together or like?
Does it help at all that I'm a dragon? Would I get cold easily?
Uh, it depends. What's your racial stat? Does it have anything against resistance to cold? I don't think it is, or I don't think you have any.
Believe you're a fire girly, aren't you? Or a radiant?
I thought she was a
Ye-
life cleric. No, she wanted
Yes,
damage, right? So
but
it's
she's
probably
part
life.
dragon, remember? That's what I'm asking
Ooh,
towards. She is light
ooh.
cleric. She does cast fire magic. It's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about getting cold, except for traveling. Like traveling, we have to worry about getting cold.
Ooh, I don't want to play that song. Okay, so I assume everyone's good to go.
Yes. Introduce us to this child.
Okay, so let's see. Just checking my notes here. Players are at center of town. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so as you all gather at the central fountain once again with your new equipment, you have hey bees. Um, you wait but a few moments until you see a small family arrive with an infant in the woman's arms. You recognize them as Mr. and Mrs. Vorslan and their young child, Ruri Vorslan. Two tieflings, two adult tieflings and their infant, swaddled in cloth and bundled for the journey ahead. You can see that they both have packs, stuffed with equipment and whatnot, possibly baby care and whatever else that they would bring to weather the storms, the literal storms on your way. Mr. Vorslan, a very short tiefling, very rotund, seen quite a number of years, standing compared to his very tall, thin wife, holding their child. He comes up to the group and says, "Great, good to see you all. It's I didn't think that our little Rudy will be selected for the the journey, but here we are. I trust we'll be in safe hands as you bring us to the mountain."
Could you repeat that name for me?
Vorshlan, Vorshlan, and their child Ruri, Ruri.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank you.
originally Rini, but I didn't want to
Yeah?
confuse anyone.
Uh-huh.
These are NPCs that I had in my long term campaign. That I'm no longer streaming and doing it in private, but I still wanted to use some of the NPCs.
I love being a problem case and forcing people to change
You're not a
things.
problem. It's a good name. I had it before I met you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, but yeah, they greet you. You can see that they're ready for the journey. It says, so then I suppose let's shove off.
How old of a child are we talking here? Is it
We're talking like not even a year old.
okay,
Oh,
okay, actual infant. Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, like,
infant.
Mm.
are they able to fend for themselves a little bit, or do we need to? Ah, we're carrying them. Understood.
Yeah, yeah. This is an escort mission. Everyone's favorite goddamn quest line or
We are
quest type.
escorting a baby. Understood.
Yes, but of course the baby
Nice.
will be accompanied by their parents, so they can run if need be. But do not
Oh.
expect defense. That is you guys' job.
Okay, so we're escorting the parents and the baby, not just the baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the baby's gonna have, the parents. They're not just gonna be like taken away from the family just for the greater good, which they can, but that's not that kind of story.
Not that. Yippee! Hooray!
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Um, and so you all travel not too far away to get to the docks, which has a crew ready and waiting for your arrival and for departure. You can see that it's a skeleton crew, but they all look very capable. You can see they're all kind of weathered. They all have um, enough armor to survive a scrap, but you can see that they're more sailors than they are adventurers and guardians like you four. They allow you onto the ship, and you can see they are ready to shove off. During this time, is there anything anyone would like to say or do before the ship leaves the docks?
I silently go to a kind of like just a place that's a little bit secluded and start a little bit of a silent prayer for my ancestral guardian.
Okay.
Mhm.
Lex, could you please give me a wisdom check, please?
A wisdom check. Ooh, the
Yeah.
first roll
And
of the
you
night.
don't first roll of the night. You can use it on roll 20 or physical dice or any other dice roller. I do not care, so long as you are staying true to your roll and let me know what you get.
Oh, actually, I don't know where my dice are. I'll just use the roll 21. Is it D20, right? Just straight up.
Yeah, D20. D20 plus your proficiency if you're actually no. D20 and your wisdom.
D20. It's wisdom is 0, so 14.
14. Lex, as you pray to your ancestors, having history within this village and um, traveling as much as you get an additional 3 points of temporary hit points for the day.
Oh, nice.
As you can feel your ancestors send you blessings upon your journey.
Okay, I feel it, and then I finish my prayers.
All right. Anyone else?
I will also consult my own means of things, which is more consulting the stars, as I need to roll my 2d20 for the day. As I will consult how will the first day of travel fare. It'll be
Ooh.
pretty
Oh
well.
my
Ooh.
god.
This will be a
Good
funny
lord.
High
pool that may come
rolls.
into. Th- Uh, these are two different dice that I'll need for later, possibly, maybe.
Oh gosh, I know what you're doing. I know your
Hi, I am a
Pixies.
divination cleric. I am a divination wizard. Not a cleric, slightly cleric themed, but a divination wizard. You'll understand what that means later.
Yeah, the best kind.
Of
All right.
course, you need to consult. You need to have some luck of fortune when escorting an infant across the seas. If it's okay, if it'll measure out, I promise, because I have 22 hit points.
Well,
Uh huh.
Yep.
I
That's
believe
your
I have
regular Joe
half.
in a robe.
I have half anyone else's HP in this party. It is
Oh,
okay.
although
I rolled my
Vinny, Envy,
HP.
is there anything you two would like to do before you guys start your journey?
Mm, me good.
I am also good.
All right.
I give
So
out their
consulting my Dungeon Master notes.
I give out the cloth that I bought the from the shop. Okay,
Okay.
here
Was
you
it
go.
cloth or blankets?
I think blankets, but yeah,
Okay, they are blankets now.
mhm.
Bam, change it to blankets.
It has been
Blankets.
decided as blankets.
Here you go. You know, just to keep your tushy warm when when it gets too cold. There you go. Give out
Excellent.
everyone. Okay, y'all have one blanket. Blankies.
All right. So the crew shoves off into the horizon towards the water, and you can feel the brisk, cool air bite at your flesh as the sun is beginning to rise. It is the start of the cold season, so the sun hadn't uh, shown up just yet. Um, and yes, the sails unfurl, filling them with wind as you begin your journey. I need someone to roll a d20 for me to see what happens upon the first day of the journey. Anyone?
Y'all can do it.
Chai, Envy. There we go. Hi, Chai.
Ah!
Oh,
Amazing.
oh.
All right,
Hi.
six. Let's consult the chart and see what happens.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, let's see. Okay,
Low doesn't mean
so
necessarily bad.
True.
as you are all traveling, it's again a fairly cold day, but thankfully with y'all, all everyone's equipment and Kala's generous gift of extra blankets. Everyone is fine and toasty. The the salty air you can smell as you wake up in the morning and look around to see the sun shining bright up above, and it is very uneventful. You can sometimes hear the cry of little Ruri from the inner cabins, crying, possibly feeding throughout the day. But other than that, the day is safe. Later that night, um, a storm begins to brew as the boat begins to rock back and forth, and you can hear that the captain is shouting orders to the rest of the crew to tighten up some ropes and whatnot. You can see that there are storm clouds and starts to get much darker during the night. Like besides the fact that it's already getting night, but with the additional clouds, it's even darker. One of you give me a perception check, please, just to see if you can find something out. Or rather, what's everyone's passive perception?
12.
I have a 10.
Okay.
5.
For the
10.
two of you, you'll find that towards the left of your sheet, bottom left of your sheet. Should say passive wisdom and then have perception in parentheses.
Oh, 18.
18. Big.
5.
5. Well, it's 10 plus your wisdom.
I think you're looking at your
So then
perception
15.
modifier. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
15. Okay.
17.
17. Hooray.
15 and then
Perceptive
the
foil.
2 above.
So you two can see this, but in the distance you see what looks to be very shallow rocks jutting out the from the water. Kind of a strange formation, but you can see that the captain's already issuing the boat to start to veer away from that. However, all of you start to hear a strange sound. I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom
Alright.
saving throw.
Oh, right. I'm good
Uh,
at those.
Which one is that one?
You will find that towards the top left of your sheet. You have a little box that says saving throws in between your stats and your HP. Uh, and you will find wisdom towards the bottom of the list. Saving throws are essentially your resistances in a way. And you are special, blessed baby girl that does not care. Amazing. I also do not care.
How does one do that?
Wisdom saving.
So you will just simply click on the word wisdom, and that will automatically roll the thing. Beautiful.
Okay, wisdom.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
oh, nice. Wow. And your wisdom was a straight 0, right?
Yeah, it's just straight 0.
Max? Okay.
Mhm,
So yeah,
mhm.
you roll a raw 19, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right. So, as everyone is sailing, traveling across the scene, you see this formation, but you'll start to hear some noises, some weird, um, a weird song of sorts. Let's change the map.
Ooh.
All right, stream. There we go.
Oh.
So, here you are. As you are all traveling, trying to avoid these rocks, you all begin to hear a song. However, um, everyone but Envy, it's oddly sickening, the song. But for you, Envy, it sounds enticing. Very um, it's so beautiful. You feel like obeying whatever they say, as you have this strange feeling to go down into the lower decks of the ship. As you begin to, yeah, it's down to the lower decks of the ship.
Ooh.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative.
For Chai and Envy, you will find you'll first want to select your token. Winter, do you have the initiative table already pulled up?
I do not. I don't usually use Roll20
Oh, do
stream
you just
order
mark it down? Understood. Gotcha.
usually, but for the sake of stream, I guess I should.
No worries. So you will first want to left click your token on the map, and then on your sheet, initiative will be right above where your hit points are displayed. This will be pretty much center middle of your sheet. You will simply click on the word initiative, and then it will display the thingy. And Winter can note it down as he'd like.
I'll roll mine.
Trying to
Hello,
adjust
it
the
is me,
stream
the
thing here.
tutorialization bot, here to help with all things.
Wait, what?
So you find initiative pretty much in the upper regions of your sheet, right above hit points. Simply click on the word initiative, and it will then give you a roll. Fantastic.
Excellent. Oh, there are people here that I have to remove. And I can't seem to remove it. Why can't I remove it?
I forget how you do it on the DM side of things. It's fine. You just note them for yourself for normal if you want. I just didn't know what
the
you
hell?
use.
I have
Oh,
a
I can
plus
delete it like this.
6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So gotta put you.
Do you have a 6
Yeah.
dex,
Yes.
Lex?
I have
God
alert.
damn.
I have
Oh
a-
yeah, yeah, alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Dexy is fuckboy. No, alert.
No,
Gotcha.
just alert.
Sorry, what did you get, Lex?
I got a 18.
18. And Envy, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
17. So I'm gonna move you up here. Try your last. And Ren, you got a 4.4, I think.
Correct. Yes. Don't worry about the
Okay.
0.4. That's just for Dex tie breaking.
Yeah,
Should
know.
I ever tie
I'm
with
just
an
wondering,
enemy?
like, if this number is true or not.
That is 4.
Okay.
Yes. I rolled that low.
And
I'd
then-
indeed rolled that low.
Good. Add a turn for the captain. We'll just make that a 1. And then I'm gonna have to add another one for these things, which they are at the top. So 20. And then that's it for now. Okay, so Envy, actually no, Kala,
Yes.
as you try and resist the weird effects of this song that's entering your mind telepathically,
Mhm.
you see that the crew members don't seem to be affected at all
Ooh.
and are busy trying to tie down some of the ropes in order to close the sails and are helping the captain navigate through these rocks. However, at the very edges of this ship, you can see that there are large formations, some odd formations of rocks with what
Mhm.
looks to be mermaids sitting
Mhm.
on top singing.
Can I see them?
Um, yes, you can see them. You
Okay.
also notice that Envy is kind of like wobbling on their feet as if something's happening to them.
Okay. First I shout, "We're under attack! Battle formations!" I don't know. I say that to everyone, and then can I like have I can I roll a history check to see if I've like encountered these before? Or
I'll allow a history or arcana.
okay, I'll just roll a history check. I don't have an arcana thing. Where's my history?
And just to just know
Mm.
anything about these creatures.
Yes. Or just if
Okay.
you know, just my instincts about these creatures. Oh, that's a 5.
Okay. And no modifiers?
Nope. That's
No
5.
modifiers?
Nope.
Okay.
Plus 0.
He has a specific set of skills.
Yes, and it's
I
big bonk.
mean, given what you know about the current situation via context and what's happening, something's going on. You don't know what it is, but clearly this is
Okay.
dangerous. But one
Mm.
thing that you still do note is that the rest of the crew does not seem very phased by this. It's likely they've dealt with this before, but are currently just doing their best, focusing on their tasks.
Okay, if that's the case, yeah, I haven't encountered these before, so I feel like I'm under attack. I don't know what's happening to our friends. Um, I'll probably try to see if I can go to here, right next to um to the crew member, the yellow one. That's one, two, three, and see if I can help this crew member out finish their
All right,
task
what are you trying to
faster.
do?
Just
Oh,
help
finish
them
the task.
finish the
Okay,
task
go ahead
faster.
and roll.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check to help tie down some of these knots.
Okay. +6. Nice.
Nice. Okay, give
Okay.
that dice a roll.
Again, a 19.
19. God damn. Okay. So with one swift motion running up to their side, careful not to fall on the wet deck floor, you grab one of the ropes and help them tie down, and within seconds, this task is done. They give you a nod of approval, and as they do, one of their hands is grabbed by something. As you are right next to them, you see this automatically, but a hand reaches up from the side of the deck
Oh,
as
Oh no.
a what looks to be a drowned zombie uh, grabs onto them and starts to pull them off the ship actively.
oh. Can I like try help him out, or did I use up my action for that?
You used up your action for that, so
Gosh.
so
Bonus action. But nope, I don't have any bonus actions. I'll just, I'll just shout.
but they are going to do a contested roll to try not fall into the water.
Okay.
No, they are going to fall in the water at the. Actually, no, they just fall into the water.
No! I
Oh,
shout out, not not being able to do
Or
anything.
wait, you know what? I'll let you use a strength saving throw to try and grab onto them to stop them from being pulled down.
Okay. I got you. A +6. 21.
Okay, they are not pulled off. As you manage to hold on to this person as the zombie continues to pull on them, they are considered grappled, but have not pulled them off the ship.
Okay. I think I just shout, "We're under attack!" and then just end my turn.
All right. The zombie already did their thing. But then you can see that another one right next to. Actually, no. There's one over here. Sorry, I just gotta switch to different layers. Starts also climbing up as well. Right next to the icon in pink. Right over here. And starts to climb. They haven't reached the top of the boat yet, but you can see an arm sticking up from the side of the boat.
Okay.
Envy, it is your turn. However, you are currently enthralled by the songs of the mermaid, and right now you have to do your absolute best to go into the cabin, grab the baby, and toss you and the baby overboard.
Hey, Mr. DM, sir. A
Yes.
quick question.
Mhm.
You would say that Envy is charmed. Yes?
That would be the classified condition. Yes.
Envy, you're an Eldrin, aren't you?
Huh?
Oh,
You said
he's a high elf. Yes.
high elves still have Fey ancestry.
Ah, is that mean they
Fey
can't be
ancestry,
charmed,
which
right?
gives you advantage on saving throws, make to avoid or ends the charmed condition.
Or and then right. That's advantage on saving throws.
So
Okay, so in that
that would
case,
possibly give him another role.
yeah. So because I'm not thinking about that, Envy, give
All
me
good.
one more wisdom saving throw to avoid that initial uh charm effect upon you. 13. No, unfortunately, you're still
May I interpose myself for this role and give
there's a
him
lot of I want to say no because
understood?
this was like a couple turns ago, like
No
before this
worries, no
combat started.
worries.
I know what you're trying to do though, and I think that's a great
I want to
idea.
use my funny thing, but it's okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, now that I know, I'll make sure we keep that going forward.
No, I just
So
thought of it.
Envy,
I'm like, oh wait, that's a charm condition. He would not know to have had that. I know though.
yeah, that's a good thinking though. So Envy, so do you see this ping right here?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got to use your movement to go in there. So that's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're basically inside the door of the cabin now. And you can see um, a huddled family of three, Mr. and Mrs. Vorslan protecting their baby, and you with the mind to take the baby and jump overboard with it. That is your sole purpose right now until the end of your turn, which you can try to shake off this effect. So that's as far as you can go. You can, however, use an action to get deeper into the cabin, which is maybe another 5 feet. So we'll say you do that. So you're going to be inside the cabin even deeper, right next to the family. However, it is at the end of your turn now because you're charmed. Go ahead and roll another wisdom saving throw to try and not get.
Before he rolls, I
Um,
would love to give him my 17 so he does not have to roll and potentially fail.
okay. So, Envy, I'm
Yes.
sorry, there's a bit of railroading for you because of things are happening outside of your
No,
control.
I want to let him have his turn next turn. I want him to fail the roll. You hear the voice from afar, Mr. Tall Knight from the woods. The stars do not have it in the fate for you to be charmed by these lovely women today. Please stir yourself back to consciousness, as I will replace his roll with a good roll in case you roll low. I don't know,
Okay.
but I can't do that again for a minute.
Does he still have to roll then? Because like,
No, he simply
okay.
has the 17 and then gets to apply his modifiers to it.
Okay, I was only wondering because like if he does succeed by himself, then you might not
I
have to
have
use
to
your
declare
portents.
it before he rolls, which is the reason.
Oh,
Apologies.
okay. In that case, it'll definitely
Yes.
it'll save. So Envy, as you are like you start running towards the family, they look shocked and like by your sudden appearance, but are not sure what you were up to. But in your mind, you felt the need to grab the child Ruri. However, as soon as you step up to the family, you feel a voice inside your head pierce whatever veil was on your mind, and you come back to full consciousness. Not sure what was happening, not sure what you're doing, but you are standing in front of the family. You do know, however, your objective is to keep this family safe. Is there anything you'd like to say or do before we move on to the next turn? Because unfortunately, your turn was kind of forced upon by these sirens.
The baby's very cute.
Yes, baby's very
Very much so.
I'm sorry, baby.
okay. Chai, you see this happening. You see Envy sprint towards the inside, possibly going to make sure that they're okay. But what do you do seeing these two zombies start climbing up on the sides of the boat?
I want to go to the pink person
Okay.
and just like whack at the zombie.
All right. How are you whacking the zombie?
Get out with my quarterstaff.
All right. You pull out your quarterstaff and give it a whack. Go ahead and roll to attack, please.
I
Bonk
believe I
stick.
put a thing on your sheet that should say quarterstaff that you should be able to click in the
Yeah.
middle section of your sheet to make life easier for you. Should, there you
What?
go. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
With a solid 18, you raise your quarterstaff well above your head and start whacking down at the zombie who hasn't yet climbed the top of the railing here. How much HP does this thing have? Not a lot. As you smack it so hard, you see pieces of flesh fall down into the water below. You breaking one of its shoulders as it's upon Undeath's door. Anything
Oh
else?
my gosh. You rolled max damage. Cool.
Yeah. Big
Get the
smack.
person behind me.
You're gonna what? Sorry.
Move the person behind me.
Oh, I see. Like forced movement. Okay, so yeah, you help them move, and get back as they are startled by the sudden undead creature before them. You manage to get them behind you. Perfect. I would say that's a free action just to like quickly tug them to guide them
Ye-
away. Anything else? Bonus action, movement, saying anything?
I don't think I can really do anything else.
No problem.
You did a big smack.
Yeah, that's a big smack. Um, eq- equipoise, equipoise,
Equipoise. Equipoise.
equipoise, equipoise. Your turn.
Meaning balance, essentially.
Ooh.
Because hi,
That's
divination.
ironic.
Yes. She has just been standing serene and calm in the center of everything, knowing that if anything breathes on her, she will die. Which is part of the reason she immediately looked over to the big knight in shining armor. I was like, please don't be charmed right now. That's very bad for my longevity. But with that issue handled, right, we have multiple zombies. I
Oh,
think
sorry. At the
she's
start of your turn, I forgot to one more thing for the layer action. There's one over here,
oh
and
fantastic.
there's
You gave me more
another
targets.
over
Hooray.
there.
But they're all spread. Less hooray. Right, okay. You said that this one over here wasn't was still clinging on to the ship a little bit.
Yeah, but barely.
Understood. I shall cast magic missile, and I am going to hell, I'm going to up kind of cast it at second level. I will be targeting
Ooh.
one barrage at this boil, and then
Mhm.
another three at this one.
Pistols.
Ooh.
So
Perfect.
that will be 2 damage to this pleasant, soon to be returned to death boil up here.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 3 will go here. So 1, 2, 3.
All right. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage to the one on the right, and 2 bludgeoning to one on the left. So, equipoise, how do you cast your magic? Well, how would you like to describe how you're doing things?
So she is pretty much just drawing tarot cards from one of her books, which is actually just a deck of cards, and it dissolves in her hands into small little bolts of starlight that will then just flutter out and smack into these.
As these motes of starlight fly up from your hands, one flies just over the ridge of the boat, smacking the other one straight in the face, exploding what remained of its skeleton as it explodes and falls down into the water, undead. The other 3 similarly flying up into the air and down towards this other zombie, being hit repeatedly, but still holding on to the railing. Anything else?
That's all I do. She continues to stand there and live another day.
Okay. The captain begins issuing orders, but you can see that they haven't been making a lot of sound. They seem to making a lot of gestures, and for some reason, without really looking at the captain, all the crew members start obeying said orders. You can see one of this starts to retreat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're like going towards the cabin. This one starts to. He's gonna disengage. Or actually, no. He's gonna try a strength saving throw to get away from this zombie that's still currently holding on to them. And rolling a 5, so they're unable to get away from the grasp of this zombie, unfortunately. This one is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna double move to get inside. So they're no longer there. They're inside. Envy, you see one of the ship crew members run inside as you are there as well. This one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, cancel. Double move, and they're going to go inside as well. This one, they're going to get inside as well. And that's it for the crew members. The sirens are going to change their tune, as I need everyone to make another wisdom saving throw. Anyone with elven blood, go ahead and roll with advantage, i.e., envy.
How do I roll with advantage again?
You
You
would
just roll
essentially
twice.
roll the dice twice. Actually, I did set you up with a toggle thing at the top of your sheet, I believe. You could click the
Oh
button
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
says advantage, and then click the wisdom. Oh, look at
Hell
that! So
yeah.
tasty. Hell yeah! There we go.
Nice.
Okay, so Equipoise and Envid, you are safe from the charm effect. Chai and Lex, please roll again.
Okay.
Rather, roll for this one.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
I already rolled mine.
Fucking wisdom again?
I rolled
Oh
7.
yeah, you rolled a 7. Yeah.
He's.
Oh, you rolled 7. Okay, so you're
Mhm.
charmed.
I am.
Chai, where's yours?
Are we clicking wisdom again or
Correct. You are.
Wisdom saving. Wisdom saving.
Beautiful.
23. You're also good. Lexithon, your character Kala, is trying their best not to help out this sailor from being pulled down into the depths from this drowned zombie. However, your eyes go cloudy and you don't know where you are. However, the possessed version of you, the charmed version of you, you have evil, intrusive thoughts. Why not push this sailor overboard?
Hmm.
So now your objective, because it is now your turn, is to try and get as many people into the water as possible by any means necessary.
Okay.
So it's your turn. What do you do?
Uh, Filled with like dark thoughts, af- I look into the person in front of me and say, "Good job." And then I push him into the water.
Oh no! And as both the zombie and the um and him fall into the water, taking a splash as they begin to rapidly, um, not rapidly, they start to slowly float away from the boat as the zombies wrestling them in the water. Very dangerous. Anything else on your turn?
Uh,
You
what's
happen to
my?
see a helpless wizard in the center of the deck.
Oh, I run towards the wizard. Well,
Okay.
to
Yeah, I would say you have. I mean, I would say the shove or the push is like an
that
one
was an
attack.
action.
So I believe you have. Yeah, but you can use a shove as an attack. So I'm just like giving you the benefit of
Okay.
the doubt of
Yeah, I
just
do
like
have
being
another
able
attack.
to do one more attack.
Um,
Yeah, because you're level 6.
yeah.
But what do you do?
I look at the wizard. You know, I think now is the perfect time for a quick little swim. And I try to grab Equipoise. Oh, sorry.
Okay, using your second attack,
Equipoise.
you're gonna use a grapple.
Yes.
So Rinian, obviously you already know this, but feel free to use a athletics or dexterity. I mean, dex
Acrobatics. Yep, yep,
save
yep.
or yeah,
Oh,
acrobatics or athletics to escape a
Mm-hmm.
contested athletics.
I sure.
Lex,
Understood,
go ahead and
understood.
roll
Yeah.
your athletics.
Athletics as well, right? Yes. They rolled a 24.
Do you think the wizard can beat a 24?
No.
Nope.
Ah,
You were considered grappled by Kala.
1, 2,
Possibly.
3,
I mean,
4,
I'm pretty sure you
5.
understand what's going on as your
Oh
character.
yeah, she understands. Yep. I
Yeah.
have made the connection.
Um.
And then I
Yeah.
started
Anything else you'd like to
trying
do?
to walk back with the last of my movement. And
Okay,
then
so that's half movement with forced.
yeah, I think that's all of it
I think
movement.
so.
Just one.
Go 5, 10,
Yeah.
15. Yeah, you can really go like 5 to 10 feet. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So, epic poise, you're only move 5 feet. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. Anything for bonus?
No, actually, no, nothing for the bonus.
Okay, zombies. This one gets on deck and runs up to Equipoise and is going to try and grapple as well. That's just trying to
oh my
expedite this.
god.
11. Oh wait, what's their modifier? For strength, that is a +1, so that is a 12. You can still contest this, I believe. Right, Rini?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
She's not exactly
Despite
going
being
anywhere either way.
despite being grappled by Kala, you were still managed to squirm by and push the zombie away from it, additionally grabbing you. So that's good. It still takes more time for you to get pulled off into sea. Hopefully that will not happen.
You know, I was told by the stars I would find myself in a guardian's embrace today. You are not included in that. No. She just pushes the zombie away with her heel.
Excellent. Just moving some of my setup around here. All right, so Envy. Man, what the fuck's going on? Everything's going crazy. What are you doing?
I want to go to Kala and I can't pronounce it. I am so sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's
Equipoise.
fine.
I want to separate Kala and hold on to him
Mhm.
Okay, so you are going
to
to
try
pull
and
them
break.
apart. So go ahead
Yes.
and roll an athletics check for me, please. to try and
Just
pull
on
them apart.
Skills.
Yep, you'll find that in skills. I believe that should be checkmarked for you. I believe we gave that as one of your
Yes.
skills. And
Oh,
you'll just click on it.
by the way, quick
Okay, so at
question.
20.
Did
Yeah,
I
what?
need to roll to end the charm after my,
Oh
my
yeah,
turn?
did he his turn did
Oh,
end.
yeah. Go ahead and roll another one to try and
Okay.
resist at the end of your turn.
I have no thingy. Ooh, 15.
Beautiful. Amazing.
15, nice. What was the DC again? Oh yeah,
Hopefully
meets it
lower than
beats
a
it.
15. Beautiful.
Yeah, meets it beats it. Therefore, as Envy, you are pulling Kala away from Equipoise. You feel that he loosens his grip and he kind of comes to, kind of shakes his head. He's not sure what's going on, but you're both yeah, they're not grappled anymore, so you did a good job.
Oh,
Nice.
I was so sorry about that.
Anything else?
How dare you hurt my
Equipoise.
helper?
No, I didn't mean to.
Equipoise.
It is all right. It is all right. Both of you have fallen under control. Can you please take care of this one? She points at the actual threat.
Envy, I believe you have a bonus action left.
I mean, a grapple is just one attack,
Oh,
which
that's
a
true. Yeah,
paladin has 2 attacks.
at level 6, indeed. Envy,
At level 5,
if
but
you'd
yes.
like, you can attack any monster in range. You only move 10 feet, so you've got like 20 feet left.
Mm-hmm.
I move through Kala to the
Yes,
zombie.
you can.
Yes.
I will
Yep.
move through Kala and try to smite this undead creature with my short sword.
Nice. So you just kind of like pivot around each other's position as you get right next to the zombie, pulling out your long, whatever weapon are you? What weapon are you using?
Short sword.
Short sword. Pull out your short sword and smite this evil creature. Go ahead and roll to attack, and I forget how smite works. I think you use a
I
spell
will.
slot.
Yes. So you'll first click on short sword, the name short sword in the chat box. Now that it's rolled, to roll damage for
Mhm.
that. Uh, there you go. And then you're going to click the divine smite button that I'm pretty sure I made for you in your thing. And beautiful.
Oh my gosh, almost
And
max
also,
damage.
it's not even done yet because you want to know a
What?
fun thing about divine smite that I did not write into it because I'm like, we probably won't come across undead creatures. Is
Deals
that you
double
roll an extra
damage.
1d8. No, you roll an extra d8 if the target is undead, which I'm pretty sure
What?
Winter with these kind is undead.
Yep. There are
Uh,
just drowned zombies as well. Special
So
kind.
Envy, in the chat box, if you want to type /roll space 1d8, you can roll an extra die on top of that damage.
There's also a dice roller on the left side
Oh
of
my
the roll.
There
gosh.
is also that. I forgot about that.
Okay, so Envy. As you hold on to Kala's shoulders, you kind of like dance and pivot around just so you can get closer to the zombie. You quickly, in one motion, pull out your short sword, and by the will and power of the deity you follow and worship, I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's just your own conviction. You slam the blade deep into this thing's chest as it explodes in radiant light, and there is no body left.
Oh my gosh.
Good job.
You one hit the zombie. Holy moly. That's
Welcome
He
to
got what
crazy.
he
Paladins.
deserved.
That's so much damage. That great turn.
Welcome to
That's a lot of
Paladins.
He
Okay.
got what he deserved.
Amazing
Also,
turn.
Cinema, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right. So, Chai, seeing this radiant display of energy, what would you like to do?
Would my wings like give me any advantage when I have short flight at all?
You know what? To be consistent, you are using the same character as we did in our level 10, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck it, you got flight, 30 feet.
But I failed to go rescue that person out of the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hell yeah,
the
it's perfect.
man overboard.
So, with regular movement, you can only go up to 30 feet, but you can double move to get to their position. By double move, I mean using your action to move an additional 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to use your entire turn to get over to their position. No problemo. So let's move you right above here. But yeah, would you like a bonus action because you have one?
Oh, I
I don't know
just
what
I
you
just
can do
want to
with it.
get them back to the captain or the quarters.
Okay, we'll say that that's your turn then, unless there's anything you'd like to say or do during this time.
There's still one more person to save.
Is there?
Yeah, that little pink guy on the stairs.
I mean, they're okay.
Oh, they're
now.
okay. They're just
Oh,
running
okay.
towards the cabin for
Mm.
safety. They're okay. Okay, so in that case, equipoise.
She is just putting her palms together, just smiling all wide. I have been graced by not one but two guardians saving me this day, and I am tiring of being needed to be saved. And she drops a fireball on this siren down here.
Goddamn. Okay.
Oh my gosh, a straight up fireball. Let's go.
Is it
Fireball,
is it
straight
is it
fireball.
inefficient? Is it suboptimal to be dropping a fireball on a single enemy? Yes. Do
You
I
could
care?
say that.
No.
Roll
Whoa.
that damage.
Dex save be upon ye.
You got it. Dex save for the siren.
Oh man.
Natural 20. That's live. I'm not
Okay.
lying. You see that.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
see it. I see it. Understood.
Still a lot
So that's
of,
half for whatever damage
She
you.
will take half, so that would be 14.
14 points of damage. As you cast your fireball, incinerating this merfolk, you can see that their once beautiful looking form turns out to be something demonic as the flames start licking at their flesh, and they fall into the water, presumably actually dead, as your flames are much fiercer than they were able to handle.
It's about sending a message.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check, please.
Where is that? Where is that? Where is that?
7.
No.
You can't really see it that well, but you feel like the other two mermaids kind of flinch. Anyway, anything else on your turn?
I did one spell, that's all I do.
All right. The captain is still going to be issuing orders. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to go inside the cabin as well, so they are safe. Merfolk. They're going to change their tune slightly now that the third trio of their song has been extinguished. Everyone roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes, before I do so, Envy, might
Mhm.
I ask what your charisma modifier is? That would be the smaller of the two numbers in the box that says charisma on the left side of your sheet.
The smaller number in the circle.
So there's the number in the circle, and then there's the number above it. I mean, the lesser of those two numbers.
3.
Beautiful. So when we are within 10 feet of you, we get a +3 to all of our saving throws because you are the
Oh.
best display of a paladin.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. He's a radiant beacon of goodness.
Oh my god.
What's your wisdom modifier also?
2.
Understood. You also get the charisma bonus to yourself as well, so you would also be adding a +3 to this saving throw.
Ooh.
God, I want to play with Paladin now.
Also, Rin,
All
can
right,
you remind
so,
us what type of wizard you are again? I think a member of my chat is asking.
I am a divination wizard.
Divination wizard.
Yeah.
There you go.
The fortune telling one, except it actually does things.
There you go.
I am just star themes. But yes,
I
we
rolled
all
an
get a
18.
+3 to this.
Let's go. Thank you for the
Beautiful.
Hell
+3.
yeah.
Yeah. Dun, dun.
A
Ooh,
fun thing about paladins is that they have an aura that allows everyone to have a bonus to their saves, which is
I'm an
very
idiot. I
handy
never
that you
hit
got
share
close
chat.
to us.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hi, Alexis chat.
Hello.
I was gonna recommend it earlier. I'm like, Winter's in DMing mode. I don't want to like throw off the flow at all.
Nah, you're fine. I just totally forgot to hit that button. I thought I had
All
it one
good.
already.
All
It's
good.
alright.
We have crossed the streams. Hooray!
Yeah.
Hooray. Okay, where were we?
We all
Right.
rolled above. We all rolled good ways wisdom save.
Awesome. You guys know these songs and they're like whatever, so like you just say fuck it. These sirens have no power over me. Kala, what's your turn? What are you doing? You see that immediate danger is the one zombie who has almost climbed to the very top. of
Up
the
here, yeah.
of the boat.
Okay.
You can see Chai is about to try and save this guy who's being drowned by the zombie.
Ooh,
What
I
is your
can make
move?
it. Can you guys see this? I
Yeah, I
think
can
I
see that.
can barely make it. I have 35 feet of movement. So I
Are
can
you
barely
sure
yeah,
you're
yeah.
reading 35 or is it 25? Wait, you're a barbarian, right?
I'm a barbarian
Yeah, they get
dwarf.
extra
You know.
movement.
Okay, I thought you were a fighter. I'm like, a dwarf only has 25.
Yeah.
Now you're a barbarian. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do that extra movement.
I can go
By
right
getting
over
extra
there.
swole, they can move faster.
Yeah. I am small and stout. Right.
And
Us
so
I,
full
dwarfs are
of
natural
anger.
sprinters. Very
yes.
dangerous at a short distance.
Before I do anything, I would like to rage.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, hell
Yes.
yeah.
You guys see as I start raging, a specter of like like spectral wings open towards my back, and my ancestral guardian, knock, watches over me as I go into a fit of rage. I am going to have sushi for lunch today. And then I start running over there.
All right, so let's move you over to position.
Yeah. Then do I see the zombie?
Oh yeah, they're like just over the railing.
Okay. I'd like to uh make my first attack on the zombie with my
Okay,
great
go ahead.
axe. It is 1d12. Oh wait, no, I need to roll to hit first. Oop, forget about that. I have let me do +6. Yeah. Do I get I haven't.
You would have advantage if you reckless, if that is what you were thinking of.
No, it's okay. I'll just try a straight up
Understood.
roll for now.
I'm
let's
sure you'll
say-
hit it.
It's a zombie. How hard can it be?
Yeah. Very
Oh,
hard.
You just hit it.
Unfortunately. Oh really?
Okay, hey,
What?
right, it's a zombie. It's a
It's a-
zombie. They have shit AC.
Oh my gosh. I'm a very
Yeah.
low roll, but hey, we hit it. Okay. Now it's a oh gosh. +3, so that's 5 damage. Oh my god, that's so bad. So low.
No.
7. Okay, what was the previous damage on this? 3, 6.
It'd taken 7 force damage prior.
Yeah, and then you're taking how much? 2, 6, 9, 10, 11 points of damage? No, that was the hit.
Mm.
Ooh, 12 points of damage. So you indeed hit it, but you unfortunately hit it using the flat of your axe, bonking it on the head, still cracking it open. However, you're still in combat with this, but that's only one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think Lex's ancestral creature
Barbarian.
is a dragon.
Yeah. It's basically Nox.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, the little creature in his hands.
Yeah, animal ones would be more like spirit totem barbarian or such.
Yep.
I assume you can
Okay.
hit it again.
Actually, I might take out my new fancy smanchy Volker Trident.
Okay, do you keep in mind that changing weapons is stupid in D&D 5e?
Oh,
So yeah, you'd have to like drop your axe, which is a free action, but it takes an action to
item
pull
in-
out a new weapon.
It's an item interaction to pull out a new weapon. You can still only do one of
Really?
those a turn, but you can do it as an item interaction, which is a special
okay.
action.
Okay, I'll keep that.
It would
in
just
mind.
be that
Okay.
you can't like swap between. You can't do like swap between 3 weapons or something in one turn.
Okay, I do have
So he's fine then?
javelins though.
Yes, he is fine.
Okay.
He is fine. You can pull out the trident. You just wouldn't be able to like immediately swap back to the axe if you wanted, right? At the end of this turn.
I see.
You can swap between 2 weapons pretty easily. You cannot swap between like 3.
Mm-hmm.
That rule has always been confusing for me. I
It
didn't have
is
much of
always
in
very
my game.
confusing, especially when it comes to like thrown weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can draw one
Regardless.
weapon a turn essentially by dropping your other one. So you can
Okay.
definitely draw that trident.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Trident drawn, and axe just dropped on the floor next to you.
Mm-hmm. And
What
then
you doing?
Um. Okay, so hopefully that shopkeeper was saying the truth, and then I just chuck it at the yeah
At the siren?
the siren in front of me.
I
Well,
believe you said it had a range of 20 normal, and then past that
yeah,
was disadvantage. Understood.
up to
That is
60.
why
So
I will give the trusty trident a 13 on the attack roll, so he does not have to worry about the disadvantage.
Ooh,
And then you add your modifiers to it and everything. You get to add your stuff. I'm just making
okay,
sure you don't have to roll at disadvantage.
okay.
oh, I see. So the lowest roll he'll have is 13.
Correct. Essentially, yeah. If you
Oh,
want to rule
Okay.
it that way, it's weird when it comes to advantage and disadvantage. If you want to
I
have
mean,
him
what
still
does
roll
your
for it,
fortune thing say? It just says you replace the roll,
I
or he has
replace
another.
I replace the roll. I replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by me or a creature I can see within one of those these four with one of my rolls. So I believe it would just be the result of the roll is a 13, so he doesn't have to worry about rolling at all.
Okay, so you must choose to do so before the roll. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
he does
give me
get to
one
add his
moment.
modifiers to it.
Okay,
oh.
so
So I don't have to roll.
mm,
I just have to plus 6.
You just have it. You don't have to worry
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
ooh, I
That's
have
a
mixed feelings about that because you're essentially denying a player to roll the dice, which can be good, depending on what
I'm
number it is.
denying
'Cause
the
it's like,
chance of
ooh,
failure at least. And
it's
it's
okay.
possible failure anyway.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so go ahead and write your strength modifier. So what is that again?
That was plus 6, so 19.
Plus 6. 19 to hit. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. So as you throw your trident, it lands straight in the gut of this siren as it screams, and you can see that the once beautiful face turns into a demonic fish-like entity, revealing their true nature. And they take how much damage?
Oh, I haven't rolled it yet. It is a
Yes,
d6
it's a
plus.
1d6 to throw.
Okay, it's gonna be a 1 plus 3 for me. 4. I rolled it. Oh my god, I'm rolling badly on my damage. Come
I
on.
can port
Plus your
I can
strength.
port it in the attack roll. I cannot port it in damage roll. I am sorry.
Ah!
Plus your strength, Lex.
Yeah,
Plus your. Oh wait,
that's a
that's
1
plus 3.
plus
Never mind.
3.
That's max.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's embedded in this creature's gut as it tries to pull it out. That is your bonus action. You have a free action. All right, that was your attack.
My second
You had
attack.
used your bonus to rage.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so you have a free action. Then we're gonna have to move turns.
Okay. Um. Hopefully, I can get it to return to me. Is that a bonus action or a free action?
That's a bonus action which you used.
Okay.
What did he use as bonus? Oh, right, the
Yeah,
rage.
to
The
rage.
rage, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'll just stay here and like, look at the siren menacingly.
Okay. The zombie, which is grappling the soldier, I mean the sailor in the water, who I just arrived at, is going to continue to try and drown this poor sailor. And it is failing as trying to push him down in the water, but he's not fighting it off well enough. The zombie next to you, Kala, is going to try and pull you into the water. It's a 7. I'm just gonna say it's not. It doesn't get you.
He has
But
advantage
it's
on the
grappling
roll,
at
yeah.
you. But its skull is mostly cracked open from your previous attacks. Envy, your turn.
I would like to go to the edge of the ship and throw a javelin against that zombie.
All right. As you drop your short sword onto the deck, as it falls and embeds itself into the wood, much to the chagrin of the captain, you walk forward to the edge of the ship, pull out a javelin, and toss it towards the zombie wrestling the sailor below. Go ahead and roll to attack. 16, that'll hit. Go roll damage. Or actually, I'm surprised I didn't roll damage already. 6 points of damage. Excellent.
I did not
As it
have his sheet set up to roll damage automatically.
no worries. So your javelin embeds itself in the side of the zombie. It feels no pain, but you can see that its flesh is being torn asunder. Anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to throw another one?
I would not.
Okay.
I want to go back and pick up my short sword.
Okay. So yeah, easy enough. Go back and pick up your short sword. Jai, you're in front of this soldier who's wrestling with a zombie in the water. I assume you're just gonna try and grab him.
Yeah, I want to scoop him up with my arms and then divine breath the zombie in the face.
Okay. Just because it's easy enough to just like grab a hold onto them, go ahead and do damage against the zombie.
What's the divine breath?
Chai, you can click on your divine breath thing because I do believe I made a thing for you. Yes, I did.
Let's
DC
go.
14 for the zombie. That's an 18. It's gonna take half. It's gonna take 4. But you said divine breath, not fire. So I'm gonna double that. So it's gonna take the full brunt of the damage. So it's gonna take 8 points of divine energy. How much else does this thing have? It's almost dead. Actually, wait a second. It took how much javelin? 6? 8, 6, 12, 13, 14. No, it's dead. As you incinerate this zombie with your divine breath and manage to pull the and manage to hold on to the sailor. I assume you're gonna try and fly up and bring them back to safety.
Yeah.
Okay. You're pretty close. I'll say you just managed to pull them back onto the ship. Good job. Anything else?
Do I have any movement?
Yeah, because you only move 10 feet with your flight, so you have another 20.
Start making my way to Lex.
All right.
Yeah, please help me. My damage is bad. Ah.
So you can go about this far, Chai, with your flight.
Okay.
I can also just move you there.
Oh, I was about
Actually,
to
do you
grab.
have? Can you move your? Oh yeah, you should
I
be able to
can.
grab your token. Okay.
Yeah.
Ranami. Okay, let me straighten my back out real quick. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Chai?
I don't know if I could do anything else, so I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. Rin, go ahead.
Understood. Equipoise will move up and call across the deck. Do not fear. Your attacks are surging with strength. You must simply believe in yourself. And also me. Believe in the me that believes in you, as I will cast haste on Kala.
Okay, Kala, you got a shot of magic adrenaline.
It is literally magic adrenaline. Don't worry about what happens when the spell ends. It's okay.
Wait,
Oh,
wait a minute. I get double. I get double the.
You get a bonus to your Let me tell you what haste means for you. You get a +2 bonus to your AC, advantage on your dexterity saving throws, you gain an additional attack on each of your turns, and double movement speed. You can only do like one single attack with the attack action, but it's fine. Also something happens when the spell ends, but don't worry about that because the spell's not ending with you in danger, hopefully. Don't let the spell end with you. Don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Take them all
So
out,
basically, you
please.
get 3 different attacks on your turn.
3 attacks. Let's go.
3 attacks.
And double your speed.
And double the speed. I feel like I can fly.
No,
He's
you
got
very
70
much
feet of
cannot.
movement.
I just feel like.
Hey, you
You
could
will
probably
sink
do
like a
a
Please.
rock.
long jump.
You will sink like a rock, but you can swim, probably.
I can't
don't know if you
swim.
can swim. That is my turn.
Anything else? Okay. Captain's just gonna keep the ship steering. Uh, the let's see. The mermaids seeing this don't feel like it's worth it anymore. It's gonna be hard to get through, so they are gonna hop into the water. This one as well. The zombie, however, is still gonna continue their soiree in violence. So they're going to attack Kala, probably without much luck.
Yeah.
1. They had
Wow.
tried to
Oh.
attack you, but their hand slips and they fall into the water as the ship continues to sail, and you are now out of combat.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, but it's like,
Wait.
I'm
Would
looking
you
at
say?
time, and they
Okay.
probably don't think it's worth it anymore.
Oh,
So
good.
I have a question. Would you say that the
Mhm.
trident comes back to me magically, or would it like go back through the air?
It will as soon as you use a bonus action to call it back. So yes.
It's still
So
stuck inside
as
of that siren's gut, right?
yeah, but it magically teleports back into your hand.
Okay. Okay.
So as soon as you see the creature leave, you call upon it with your mind as it reappears into your hand.
Okay, I'll take my great axe from the ground, and
Right?
then
But you are still feeling buzzed as if you've drank in 5 cups of coffee that morning.
I'm still raging.
Well, you'll
What?
be she Equipoise looks at the fact that there's no issue, and then she just claps. She is just like, "No, we're fine now. This will probably suck for about 6 seconds," and she claps her hands. You have intense fucking withdrawal for 6 seconds and are literally stunned after haste drops. Imagine that you just got hangover in 6 seconds.
Hey, oh, Tails, balls, what's happened? Oh, and
The
I think
usual side effects of zoomies.
I think my rage also subsides and I get a point of exhaustion, right?
I don't
So
think.
you're tired, you're hungover,
Yeah.
you're
It's
exhausted.
like I immediately just pass out from where I am. It's like,
Dwarves know how to party
oh,
hard.
I, I think I'm gonna go take a little napsies. I just pass out right there. Hopefully not onto the
Alright.
water, but
Oh my
just
god.
pass out
Alright,
right there.
All right. So, with the events of that having unfolded, um, the rest of the crew gains their bearings, kind of comes back out of the cabin, and resumes settling with the ship's devices and ropes to continue the journey and keeping more vigilant now that since they are still buzzing with adrenaline themselves after the recent attack, especially the one that you helped rescue there, Chai. He thanks you profusely and nervously continues to obey the captain's orders on making sure that the ship gets to where it needs to go. Later that night, become everything is quiet and the water is still as the boat continues to glide through the water towards the island. Um, One of you can actually spot that in the distance. You can see an island. You can see it specifically because you can see storm clouds around this tall mountain range. You can see the occasional flicker of lightning. The waters around it seem a little more choppy, uh, and you can see a forest that surrounds the base of the mountain. A forest or a swamp or something. It's kind of hard to see from this distance,
Huh?
but you do see it. Huh?
What?
I said forest.
Ah.
Exciting.
I heard what? What was that?
Envy
I was.
that was Envy letting out sound of excitement at a forest.
Oh, jeez. Someone likes forests. Okay.
When nature calling.
Oh, does your character have something to do with with the forest?
He is forest paladin.
Oh shit. Well, okay, that's good.
Nice.
Um. So, with the time that it is, you all bed down for the night. During this time, is there anything anyone would like to say, do, discuss, prepare, or anything as you before you head to bed?
As we find ourselves in the back cabins, probably alongside the appointed child, Equipoise will be spending time basically inscribing runes along the floor and casting a spell that maybe breaks any needs of survival, Tiny Hut. I spent all my savings on this, as she will essentially
Oh.
make a kind of translucent, starry bubble, just in a sphere around pretty much the cabins where we are all slumbering, especially centered on the family themselves. Uh, Regardless of how cold it may get outside, they will find things are just perfectly right inside.
Damn, magic room temperature.
It is magic room temperature,
Nice. Ooh,
and I am
feels
not able
toasty in
to
there.
go anywhere but inside here. Everyone else can travel as they like. If I move, it will end. So Equipoise will just find herself somewhere cozy, and that is where she will be.
All right. Anyone else?
I will be running around the quarters, yelling forest and rain.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Great. You will have 1 point of exhaustion as you are not going to have good sleep tonight. You're too excited. Um,
God.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to impose that.
You'd have to explain to him what exhaustion is.
Yeah. So a point of exhaustion is a slippery slope of status effects. For one thing, it includes but is not limited to half movement, uh, disadvantage on skill checks, and among some other bad things, including death.
But we don't
Yes.
have to worry about it because you
Mhm.
won't
Yeah.
be
Oh,
exhausted.
no. Yeah, we won't be exhausted. I will say you have a momentary bout of excitement seeing the terrain up ahead, but it's still 1 day of travel. As it still takes a while by boat to get there. But for now, you know that you will be resting in a well climate controlled, very comfortable cabin for a very
Mhm.
good well night's sleep tonight.
Mhm.
Anything
Nice
else?
sleep.
Chai, Lex.
I do want to like talk to the parents a little bit, if it's
Okay.
possible.
No,
Um,
of course. They're just like settling the baby down as it's soundly asleep, and you can see the parents are just kind of relaxing after
mhm.
that perilous sudden attack. They were very scared too, but still staying vigilant.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Vorslin. Uh, I hope you're all right. There was there was a little bump in the journey, but we're almost there. And can you remind me? Do you know where we're supposed to go when we land?
Yes, of course, says Mr. Voshlan as he pulls out a scroll from his pack. I was given a map from one of the town elders. We're supposed to bring them to the top of the mountain where the Stormlord's temple is located. And he pulls out a map, kind of shows you. It's here. It's kind of hard to see. It's one of the few mountains
Mhm.
with building structure. You can see it from. If once we get closer, we can probably see it. But yeah, you just need to escort us to the mountain. We climb it, and we'll be
Mhm.
good to go from there.
Hey, so um, once we land, it's all only us and you three, right?
Indeed. As just needs to bring us to the mountaintop, and then the ship will likely. I believe the ship crew will stay here until you come back to bring you back to the city. But it will be my wife and child staying here.
Okay. And do you mind if I have a copy or take that map from you? I can't rightly read it myself, but I can, show it to our compatriots after the day tomorrow, or maybe you can just give it to our wizard
Of course,
tomorrow.
we will
Mm-hmm.
not be needing it once we arrive at the mountain. So by all means, if it helps you escort us, you feel free to take it.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest.
He gives you a silent nod and a smile
Okay.
as
Uh,
he sits down next to his wife.
okay. Uh, did he give me the map? Sorry.
Yep, you got a map.
Okay, I got the map. I'll put it in my
Less
pocket.
likely to be lost.
Yes, the map. Thank you. Actually, uh, I give the map to Envy.
I like maps.
Envy, I trust you are capable of
You're
using this
making a
more.
very poor decision.
Oh no. Well,
Are you saying that in game or are you saying that out of game?
Endgame.
Okay.
do you
So
not
he
want the
just walks
map?
up to you, gives you the map. You're making a poor decision.
I
I don't know
mean,
how to navigate.
okay. Uh, I take the map back.
Wise
You know,
choice.
you know what? We'll sleep on it. I'll give this to Ekikos tomorrow.
Between the two muscly boys, intelligence is a bump stat.
Uh, I, I can read, but I can't, read, right? Okay.
I'm directionally challenged.
Well,
Why do you think he's always
wow.
next to the cleric?
That's surprising. Me too.
Same, bestie.
Let's go. Right.
Oh my god.
Okay. I I'll try my best to tuck it in my backpack and probably give it to Akapos tomorrow. After
I
she's not preoccupied with the tiny hut.
Oh, the spell is cast. I simply cannot leave at all, or it
Oh.
will be decast.
I thought you were
I am
concentrating.
awake.
I thought okay.
Oh no.
I'll just give
This
it
is
to
an
you.
easy spell to cast.
All right. Here you go. I think you can do, you can make use of this more than I do.
I absolutely can, but I was trusting your initial judgment, even if it was going to the forest boy.
Well, yeah.
Forest.
I say that.
That is battle cry.
it's
To the
just,
forest.
it's just the goddamn spaceship guy from the Lego movie, but it's
Oh my God.
forest instead.
Oh my god.
This is the most tree hugger we've ever seen. I appreciate him.
All right, I give you the map. Hopefully, this can help us in our journey tomorrow. And I immediately pass out.
He's still standing.
He is still suffering from withdrawals of the magic. I'll have to balance it for his system. It may have been too much magical drugs for a man of his stature.
He's He's got a hefty constitution. Chai, anything you'd like to do?
Curl up and sleep.
All right, curl up and sleep. That is a free action. So, as everyone lies down for the night, it is a uneventful, very restful night. And because you are living in sleeping in such a good condition that the next time you wake up, which is now in the morning, as light pours in through the porthole windows of the cabins, and the fresh, briny air of the sea envelops your nostrils, you wake up and feeling very refreshed, as everyone can roll one of their hit die and add that to your temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Or rather, replace whatever temporary hit points you had, because temporary hit points refresh every morning.
Amazing! I rolled a 1.
Oh my
that
God.
Takes me from that takes me from a staggering 22 to a mind-boggling, unbelievable 23.
Oh my god.
Where did
I
that be
love
at?
life.
I'm blind. Where did that be at?
Ooh, seven.
Simply below hit points, you will see a little thing, a box that says hit dice. Click on the word hit dice, and it basically will roll your hit dice.
Do I add the modifier
Oh my
or
god!
just
I
like
went
the
down
number?
1 point.
Just you are adding just the number. That's
Just
fair.
the
Yeah, you are
number.
just adding the number. So
Yeah.
yep, Envy will be adding a 1 as well.
Yeah.
So
That's
wait,
a 4.
adding. Wait, huh?
You are adding 1 to your HP, even though you have a
Temporary
plus
HP.
1. You have a +1 to your HP, basically. Essentially, you
Well, I
have like a
mean,
little
make sure he
shield
puts it in
thing.
the right spot. It's in the temporary slot, not the full HP.
True.
I see.
Okay.
Temporary hit points.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
wait, do we-
you deplete that before touching your regular hit points.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm
Think of it like a
to-
shield in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh,
Gotcha.
fantastic. I've been blessed today with a most unfortunate result.
Although
Winter will not come to hate this at all.
Nah, I like it when my players have power. So by all means. Where
Do we
were
get
Let me check my
7 then? Or
Chai, you are adding 4 to your your temporary
Okay.
HP.
Yes.
Apologies.
I'm up to 83.
Wait, why is try adding 4?
Because subtracting the HP, the con modifier, because we're just rolling.
Oh, you guys have the
yeah.
con mod. I see.
Because you said roll hit dice. I guess I would
pa-pa-pa-pa-pa.
include the con mod.
Yeah,
It's
just the
not-
hit dice. It wasn't
Yeah.
plus con. Yep,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, so
Um,
where are we now? Okay, so the next morning, after you feel very refreshed, actually, because it is almost, yeah, it's almost top of the hour. Normally, I would have cut it at a top of the hour thing, but do we want to stop for a bio break real quick? Anyone need to use the washroom, refill the drinks, etc., etc.?
Yes. I need to
Okay.
get
So
some
let's
water.
take a quick minute and a half break just to refill water and use that stuff. In the meantime, anyone who are going to Feel free to run some ads and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, see you in about a minute and a half. I'm gonna run some ads. Thank you for the follow, Dara. Really appreciate that. Fellow member of the Dragons Council. All right, be right back, guys.
BRB. Oh my gosh, Popa! Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Uh, welcome in. Hi. How was your stream? How was your stream? Hopefully it went well. We're currently playing some D&D with friends. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Okay, I think let's um we're gonna go back to the D&D scene in a bit, but thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful stream. What are you rating in from? Hunt. Ooh, it's pretty nice. Really good. Gotta get ready for work. Of course. Please take, take your post-stream care. Thank you so much, everyone. If you don't know me, I am Lexter, the fully forged Dragon Tamer. Warrior of the Skies, bound by destiny, your friend. And with me is my little buddy Nox. Look. I'm using my reactive right now, but we'll, because we're in a D&D scene. But after I undeafen, we will all be introduced to our friends. So thank you so much. Welcome in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you all had a wonderful day. If you guys need to rate anyone, we're just playing D&D with friends. Say hi, everyone. Yeah. If you Yeah. But yes, thank you so much for the raid, Popa. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We're currently in a bio break, so yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Welcome to the Dweller family. I'm still good. I actually recently only just woken up. Yeah. Um. Of course, I can go however long you guys would want to. I'm free for the rest of the day. Hmm. But yeah, thank you for the follow, everyone. Welcome to the Dweller family. I hope you enjoy your stay and hope you're having a wonderful day, everyone. I. Oh no. I lose my turn basically. But yeah, I'm just small stout dwarf with big axe. Mm, big axe. Yeah, true. Yeah, cool. 10 return though. Pretty cool. Okay. Church is working, I think. Hmm, let's go.
I thought there was a special name for it.
There probably is, but plank works.
Yeah, fuck it. It's a plank. As they allow you off of the boat via plank, and they pull it back in, and as Mr. Fortune has let you know that they'll be here on um they'll be on the docks until you return because all your job to do is just escort the family up to the mountain or up the mountain. That said, you wave your goodbyes as you begin your trek by foot for the next 3 days, going to the mountain.
3 days.
Currently, 3 days. It is currently raining. It is sopping wet everywhere. It is fairly chilly, and in front of you is what looks to be a tree line with a fairly um trodden path, like foot traffic. Um, sorry, not fairly. It's not that um walked upon, but there's clearly a path that cuts through this line of trees and towards the forest. The family looks at all with you with anticipation as you all begin to walk through the wetlands and the forest.
Okay.
Forest.
Oh my god.
Can you give me an intimidation check, please? Envy.
Where's that at?
It will be in your skills. You probably do not have proficiency in it, but it will be like kind of in the middle upper parts of your skills.
Uh,
Look down from
I think
athletics, and you'll
paladins are
find it.
very charismatic.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
I just don't
Oh
imagine this
my,
boy being scary.
big
It's
scary.
18.
Big scary.
So as you yell forest, you somehow feel like any
Water.
immediate dangers of wildlife and whatnot
Water.
Thanks
have
for the
scattered
hydrate.
within
Water.
as you continue walking through your path. It is very quiet, save for the torrential rain that pours above your heads.
Forest.
I assume what is the marching order here?
Chai, would you like to
Um,
go first, or would you want me to go first?
I'm surprised
I
you at
thought we'd
all
be
assume.
following the map.
I'm surprised you at all assume Envy is not taking the fucking lead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, so like going like this, I suppose it's like I don't know what you guys want to.
Bryn
I
does
just
have the
threw
map.
people down. I don't know.
Ecopoise does have the map.
Yeah.
She is probably following behind Envy. Oh wait, here,
Okay.
here, I'll do.
We're
Probably
side
following
by
behind
side.
Envy.
Oh wait, I should probably move the map so that stream can see it better. There you go. That's our marching order right now.
Yippee! Hooray!
Okay, so
Yeah, sure. This works.
and I will say that the family is actually. Where would you guys like to position the family?
Probably
In the middle
imagine
here.
in front of in the middle with equipoise.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's Michi because she's a bean. This is the family.
Amazing.
Okay. All right. Let me consult my notes here, knowing the marching order. Okay. So, with how much torrential rain there is, and how actually no, we can skip that bit. Mm-mm-mm. These. Okay, so as you continue to walk, um, it is starting to get very cold. It's with the amount of rain going on, with how cold it is. I need everyone to give me Constitution saving throw just to stave off the cold here.
We have blankies.
We have blankies, and we also have our wonderful boy paladin at the lead, who I'm very thankful for
Excellent.
because I have no constitution. Yippee!
However, blankets are one thing, but it is also sopping wet.
Oh, wet
So you
blankies.
can choose to.
Could
You can either
I
choose. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
could I be spamming prestidigitation on one person's blanket? A spell that can uh soil or dry a given object.
It says duration up to an hour, but that's for some other the other effects. So chill, warm flavor up to for an hour. I would say you can do that to one because you're only concentrating on doing this on
Exactly.
one
She
thing.
she that's why that's why I say like for one person only
Yeah,
to
for
be
sure.
spamming
Who would you
that.
like to choose?
Uh
I'm okay.
I
I have a
think
lot of
we're all
constitution.
okay. I mean,
Would you like
yeah,
to apply it on the blanket around the baby?
she'll apply it on the blanket around the baby, yeah. We
Okay.
have some weird hot dragon girl, a forest boyo who is excited to be in the forest, and
Forest.
a barbarian. We're okay. We're all okay except for me. We're putting it on the baby.
Okay. So the baby is going to be safe and secure and swaddled in dry, warm cloth. The parents clearly shivering a bit, but they're bearing it for their child. As they look at you gratefully and thankfully at
Your
your
suffering
magic.
balances out for your child's comfort. It is okay. All in balance.
So yeah, let's get some Constitution saving throws. I see you guys. I think I
We
see
all did well
Envy's.
except for the barbarian. Wait, actually, no,
Yeah.
you have a +3 to that, so it's 17.
Oh,
Because our paladin
17. Yeah,
boyo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice.
Okay, yeah. You guys stave off the cold, as it's just fairly chilly, but otherwise, with your armor and whatnot you'd have already prepared beforehand, you're doing okay. Several hours pass. Not a lot happening right now, as you just follow the pathway and the map. Try not to get it too wet, as you only take a peek here and there. I need one person to roll a d20 for me to see what happens as you travel towards the mountain.
Would
Y'all
you
can
like
do
to
it.
roll this one, Envy? Given it
I
is the
would.
forest?
All right, let's
D20.
give that d20 roll. Yeah.
Let's go.
Uh,
Just type slash roll space 1d20, or select it from the left, but the typing is easier.
roll space 1d20.
17.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's consult the notes.
Very high rolls from Envy today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the
There's a
forest.
forest.
Forest
There's a
buff.
forest.
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 Forest gives me a little bit of a boost.
Mm.
Rain just skyrockets it.
Let's see here. Okay, so Envy, as you're leading the group, um, you notice that on the corner of your eye, you feel like something's watching you. But as soon as you turn your face to it, your eyes lock with what looks to be um an owl of some sort. And rather than it's strange, you feel like something was watching you, and this would be the creature. But something's wrong with this creature. Something nefarious with the creature. However, in locking eyes with this creature, it feels your presence and your attenuation with the forest, and it flies away.
Very cute creature.
He's unfazed. Uh, let's see here. What else? Okay, so as you are traveling and this happens, you also see signs that the forest, your beloved forest, some of the trees begin to not change, but you can see that there are different types of trees that you are seeing as you go deeper and deeper into the forest. Rather than the favorite woodland types that you prefer, you can see that the ground gets considerably more wet. It seems to be changing to some sort of swampland more than
Hmm.
the drier grasslands that you are tuned to. As you can see, like large puddles of water and whatnot. There are some dry spots as they are like directly under some trees, or um, sorry, yeah, you directly under some trees, and you can also notice that in the sky there are some strange floating rocks, some debris. Looks and they range between like 5 foot large to maybe 20 foot wide, and just floating in the air high above, which causes some of the water to pool in some places and drier in others. An odd occurrence.
Magical
Sure.
forest.
An odd occurrence for sure, but nothing that has not deteriorated your excitement for a forest. A magical one at that.
Are we still on the right track?
I don't know. Are
Who's
we?
holding the map again?
Equipoise is holding the map.
Nice.
I think
Okay.
I think with 18 intelligence I can read a map, I believe.
Yeah. You should be able to read a map. As you look at the map, you can looking at the landmarks and whatnot. You can see there's a indication of floating rocks. You are on the right track, indeed. Plus the trodden path before you, possibly trodden by the previous champions of Alcur. You can surmise that you are going in a good direction.
We are on the correct path. Even if we are
Magical
not, we would
forest.
find a path eventually.
Okay, that's good to know. We'll carry on.
Um, During this time, as it's just a lot of travel here, is there anything anyone would like to say or do as you approach the mountain? You can see that the closer you get through, you as you pass the first type of trees. I forget what type of trees are. It's your normal ass forest trees. And getting towards these close to these wetlands, you can kind of see through the canopies of the mountain that lays out before you. The final trial climb said mountain.
Hmm. Don't.
If not, we can move forward.
Pretty forest.
Hmm.
I
Nothing's
feel we
coming
are
to
all just
mind.
listening to excitement about the forest.
The trees. The rain. The magicalness.
We
Right,
can
what's
ask
up?
the parents like, so um trying to so it's Kala just trying to make passing conversation because I was getting a little bit
Mhm,
bored from walking. So Mr. and
mhm.
Mrs. Vorsland, how how does this selection trial actually happen? One day like find out that we need to climb up the mountain and bring the baby, or like or is it like passed down from generation to generation? Mm.
Well, the selection, as Mr. Vorslan begins. Validantes, thank you for dropping by. Appreciate that. Um, we, it's not like some official thing per se. One day we woke up to our child crying as children normally are wont to, and we found that um, upon the top of her wrist, and you can see she like gestures to his wife, who brings Ruri closer and reveals the top of her hand. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a very subtle marking that looks like a cloud with a lightning bolt in the center. and you recognize this as Volkur's marking. It's seen
Mm.
on a various amount of buildings in the city. You can see that the temple there has that on their front um, on their front
Mm-hmm.
sign, and you would know because you might have. It's up to you if you did or not. Escorted previous champions
Mm-hmm.
that they would have had this marking as well, but you didn't know too much about the marking per se. It tells you we woke up one day and our hand had this marking. We brought it to the village elders, and they found that yes, Valkur has been searching for yet another champion. Uh, we asked if little Rudy here would be going by herself, as some previous champions would go, but no, they said anyone can go take the journey, but they recommended we come with her. Of course, she's our child, so we'll be raising her as our own, but she'll be taught the ways of Valkur and any other magic power that she'll be bestowed upon.
Gotcha. Uh, Another question, if you don't mind, Mr. Vorslin. Do you or your wife have any, sort of fighting prowess? Um, we are going to try our very best to keep you safe. But have you have any sort of combat experience at all?
At the sound of this, Mrs. Vorschland kind of gives a smirk as she has some. She gives a knowing smirk as she exchanges glances with her husband. Mr. Vorschland answers, however, and says, embarrassingly enough, I am not much of a fighter. I'm more of a diplomat and manager for things. My wife, however, she's an avid hunter. She has been
Ooh,
she's been hunting and defending the city for a while as one of our rangers, keeping track of the wildlife around the city. But
ooh.
I'm more of a homebody, so it's usually me taking care of the house.
I see. I see. If I take a quick glance at Mrs. Vorslin, is she equipped per se, or you
You
know?
taking a better look at her, you can see that she's a tall, thin woman.
Mm-hmm,
But underneath some of the warm clothing, you can barely set out a frame that seems a little more muscular. And
mm-hmm.
on her back lays, on her back is slung, looks to be a great axe, but it's much more slender, probably elven make, a little bit shorter than yours, and
Right.
it's usually covered in what some sort of cloth.
Mm-hmm. And does Mr. Vorslin have anything at all?
Oh no, he's got nothing. He looks like your regular Joe, rotund, fat, aged tiefling.
Okay, Mr. Vorslin, I'm pretty sure that nothing will, go wrong in our journey. But just in case anything goes wrong, let me lend you this, this spare hand axe that I have, just in case, just in case. And I try to give him
Uh,
my
he
my
looks
hand
at
axe.
he looks at your hand decks with trepidation, a little nervous. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm not good with that. I think. Oh, I have
Oh,
a +1. Nice.
That's not bad.
Um, okay, this is a D20 +1. Oh no.
Okay. So you exchange glances expectantly, and it looks between you and the hand axe, and you can see that the hand axe is for you it's like a whatever. It's just a nice hand axe, but for
Mhm.
him it looks like quite a large tool. It's probably something he hasn't really handled before, and he looks at it nervously and says, "With all due respect, Sir Kala, I'm
Mhm.
not comfortable with axes. At the very least, I could help spot things, perhaps things that anyone might have missed, and inform you of any danger. But that's as far as I can go, unfortunately."
I see. I see. No worries. No worries. Um, there's, and I try to look around. Does anyone have anything smaller than this? Like, like a knife per se.
Please, God, please do not worry. I completely trust in your ability to defend us from any dangers. Please, I'd rather not carry any weaponry on me.
I got a shield.
An extra one. Wait, are
It's
you
my
using the
shield that I
shield?
would be willing to give them.
Do
Do
you
you
want to give
wanna?
them your shield?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to pause real quick. Yu-Gi-Oh fan 2525, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. That said, Chai, so you're gonna give him your shield?
Yeah.
Okay. How big is your shield?
I don't know. But just a
Well, you
shield.
tell. You tell me. How big is it? Give me the
Um,
specific dimensions. No, I'm kidding. Is it like a big or like a normal sized, or what do you think?
normal
Normal
sized.
size. Okay. You look at the your shield compared to Mr. Vorsland. This thing will like very much like cover half his body, but you do know he doesn't really have a lot of muscle. Um, he might not be proficient in shields, but he can definitely hold it and hope for the best.
Mm.
You know what?
Do you still wish to give it to him?
Yeah. Just for something.
Okay. Um, Go ahead, give me a persuasion check.
You might be good at this. Very charismatic. Oh, never.
Wait, what do I?
No.
That's your persuasion. That is your persuasion.
No.
He looks at your very large shield and then looks at his very scrawny, fat arms and says, "I again, I don't think I'm properly equipped to deal with weaponry. Perhaps if I just stick a little closer to my wife, it should be fine." He looks a little uncomfortable, a little nervous being forced
Okay.
equipment upon him.
All right. All right. No
Sure.
worries.
Oh,
How if nothing works, I do have this horn. That if anything happens, if we get separated, you can sound this horn, and you know we'll probably be able to find you. Would
Uh,
that work, Mister Vorsland?
all right. Of course, that sounds very amicable. Considering we have to be close by, if we do get separated, I think that's an excellent idea. I'd
Yes.
gladly accept.
And I give Mister Vorsland my tribal horn that we make
All
music
right.
with. Uh, you know,
Excellent. So
it's
now,
from my
Mr. Versal will
tribe,
have
but you
trouble.
know, we'll if anything happens to you, please blow into the horn as loud as you can
Understood.
when you have the chance,
And
of
he-
course.
He'll graciously accept said horn.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Okay. Anything else for anyone else? Or anything you want to say?
Hey,
Good.
carry on.
yeah, I think we're good.
All right. The night carries on, or the evening carries on. It starts to get dark, and the raining seems to have stopped. You continue on for a little while, and you see that there is some dry patches in this area, but it seems like it's a good time to stop for the night. I assume you're all gonna stop, or do you want to march on anyway?
Yes.
There is no haste in our travel.
Nope.
Better to rest well than to unnecessarily strain ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are all gonna go and rest for the night.
Jumping.
All right, so everyone begins to set up what I assume that and I hope that people had brought tents.
I don't
Mm,
have
Right.
tents. I just
We
need
at
a
least
tree.
have bedrolls.
I
We at least have
have
bedrolls,
I
which
have
is totally
mountain
fine.
climbing gear. Does that include a tent on it?
For the sake of, the narrative, I will say that you all had the foresight to bring tents.
Okay.
Which will fit perfectly in my wonderfully always comfortable tiny hut.
Excellent.
Let's go.
It's a bit of a tight fit. So are you guys going to use tents or just a tiny hut?
I want to use a tree.
Okay. Envy's gonna.
Wait,
You
how
sleeping in
big
a
are the
tree or using a
trees?
tent?
Are they like normal trees or are they like the redwood big log
Here,
trees with
let's
like
let's
big
bring you
branches?
guys to another map.
Yo.
Yippee.
Those trees are small.
Movie.
Some of them are okay.
Um, shall we,
Can
take watch or something?
Sure, let
Take
me
turns?
draw out my tiny hut. There we go.
So you're
Think that's
going.
roughly
Okay,
it.
cool. So are you using tent or not? Because I can just delete these.
I imagine that the family will probably have a tent. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it. Okay, then. Yeah, bring this a little bit bigger then.
I mean,
People keep
can a tent be moved into under a tree?
Yeah, I mean, Equipoise can just cast the spell around the tent.
Mhm.
Yeah, she'll be casting her spell around the family's tent. There is definitely
Okay.
not room for multiple tents, but it'll suffice. All right.
Okay, so who's gonna be inside the tiny hut?
Definitely equipoise at the very least.
I'll take
I
So
will
first
be
watch.
Equipoise will
on a tree
be.
branch.
You're on a tree
Could
branch.
sleep.
Are you gonna be inside the tiny hut or not? Because it is a
Uh,
dome. You won't be able to be in the tree and the hut.
It is okay. You can move in and out of the tiny hut as you please. You don't have to
I
worry
I
about
will I
it.
will be right here.
Okay.
Okay, so right next to it.
Yes.
Gotcha. Let's
Um,
change this to a map layer so that you don't have to accidentally select it since you're not moving anyway. Chai, you're gonna be in the tent, or I mean in the tiny hut.
Yeah.
Okay, Kala, you're gonna be in it as well, or just on the
I'll
outside?
just be outside near the campfire. I'll take first watch, and then probably swap in for someone after they get
Okay,
some
so let's
rest
say you
in.
guys didn't bring tents.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry to disrupt all the plans with this one spell.
Oh no, this is perfect. That's a really good spell to take. I mean, if you're a wizard and you know you're gonna be traveling, this is the one to
Yep.
take.
Oh wait,
Worth the 150 gold.
do I even need to make like uh do we even need to take what do you call it? Take watch? Because I think
I
nothing
mean,
can enter here, right?
nothing can enter the tiny hut. Yeah. That said, there
Mm,
could be problems waiting for us once we're done. It's not bad to take watch.
okay.
It's up to you.
You can
I mean,
definitely take watch.
Spirits
yeah.
will let me know when there's danger around.
I
I
feel
think.
like Envy has watch, so I will take the offer and I will go inside more and then maybe like
Okay.
get a little
So
bit
just for
closer.
the sake of that, we're gonna put you inside the tiny hut.
Yes.
Envy, you're gonna be on first watch. You're gonna be in the treetops. Right? Or no?
Yes.
Okay, you're in the treetops, taking watch. I'll give you advantage to perception check since you are higher up. And everyone's gonna be nice and snug in the tiny hut, which is much bigger than I had realized.
Yeah.
I think it's just my thought of Critical Role because they have so many players, so they had to squish in here. Okay, so
The not so tiny
yeah,
hut.
let me check my notes, see what happens if anything.
Surprisingly,
What
not as
was the
tiny
point
as you
of that?
think, hut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So DM brain activate. What happens now because of this unique situation? Okay. So as you all rest down for the night, again having a very tempered, controlled, restful night. You doff your armor and you go to bed. Envy still with your armor on, sitting comfortably in the treetops in his
Breathe.
favorite area, looking around and keeping an eye on things. Envy, please give me, with advantage, a perception check on your surroundings for the next 4 hours, I believe, if everyone takes a watch.
Where's
Or no, wait.
perception?
2 hours? I don't know.
Perception will also be under skills,
Hmm.
towards the bottom of
I
the
see.
skills.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is that a nat 20?
Eagle-eyed
Oh, it's not.
envy, as you are in the treetops, looking around. You hear a rustle in the trees, off to the west, and you can see what looks to be a hold on. What layer is this? Right, a creature, injured and looking around for something. Upon further inspection, because you have spotted this with your perception of 23.
Oh gosh. What?
Oh,
Oh no. Oh
Oh, no.
gosh. Shield mode.
oh
Is
no.
that a
Shield
bot
mode.
raid?
It's a bot raid.
Yeah.
Sorry everyone. I think
Ah,
I turned on
bots.
shield mode immediately.
Yeah, it was on both of y'all's ends too. Damn.
Yeah, because I
Even
heard a double.
even in your
Do you
end as
not-
well.
Do you two not have
Well,
Seribot?
I do have
I
Sari on.
do,
Weird.
but yeah, nothing happened there.
Gross.
Did you get-
Shit. I'll deal with
It's
that
okay.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Did you get hit as well?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it hit both of you.
my alerts went off like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, I can see the last person who actually is human and followed, so I can just ban everyone else.
um
Yeah, weird that
No.
that man threw Seribot since both of you have it.
I do I do have
Yeah,
Sari
because
bot.
if I put
Huh.
shield mode on now, people can't chat, right?
Oh, hey, it followed everyone in the stream together. Amazing. Great.
It
Oh,
wait,
no.
it did.
It did,
Fucking
yeah.
hell.
Are you guys good?
I can give you guys a list of the followers so you can ban them later.
Yeah. How do I
Okay.
Oh gosh. How do you ban them manually? Sorry everyone,
to
we
ban
have to
them
put
manually, I
shield mode
believe.
on for now. We apologize.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you just ban
They
them?
immediately.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can just ban them. Because they immediately got unfollowed as well.
Unfollowed.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, I immediately refreshed my page and like they were immediately all unfollowed, just notification spam. Gotcha. Interesting.
Huh.
All right. Stream together.
Okay, are we taking the time to ban them then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you just slash ban the
Do
name?
you?
What was the one real person? You said there was one real person in that wave?
No. For me, the last person that followed
Okay.
me, that was real, so I can give you the names of everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going through and it's just easy because they all immediately unfollowed.
Oh, I can't. Ugh. This is how much I know. I don't know how to stop people from.
Ideally,
I don't know the activity for unfollows.
ideally, well, I'm just looking on their names and seeing it. Ideally, Seribot stops that stuff like
Yeah.
just out of hand.
Yeah, weird.
but Sari didn't wasn't able to.
Not just that. I mean, they hit you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were yeah, they probably
Streaming together.
hit Chai probably, yeah, because of the stream together, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are they banned already then?
No, they just
no.
immediately unfollowed. But yeah, okay then.
Weird. So that was a follow unfollow kind of thing.
Yes, immediately
Okay.
unfollowed. There's a
Weird.
few
Why
that like
would
are
why do
still
people
marked as
do that?
followed, but
Or how does that work? Rather, I don't even know.
I
I'm
don't
only
know
saying this because
because
I'm during ads right now.
usually that stuff would just go be taken out through like the Seribot would have blocked that out of hand.
Well, my quick question is that like, shield mode stops people from chatting, right?
Yeah.
Shield mode stops new people from chatting.
Yeah. And then it
Oh,
also
shit.
has a 1 month. Wait. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it stops people from being
Mm.
able to like follow you too. I think. Or something.
They have to have a certain account age to be able to follow you, I
Yeah.
believe.
But yeah, it's
That's the weird
definitely.
thing too, because in my settings, I already have that turned on. like if you don't follow or if your account's not old enough. Most
Yes,
of
but
these accounts are from 2022.
a lot of these accounts were from yeah, I believe a lot of these are hacked accounts.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Dastardly. Oh, they're all
Um,
banned now. Luckily, there wasn't too many.
Yeah, let me know if you want to go off of
Hey, Sam.
shield mode.
I don't know how to like
Wait, people are
ban
still
them from
talking.
this.
People still following you?
No, people are still talking even though I have shield mode on.
Oh yeah, yeah, people
it's-
are able to talk if they follow you and
Yeah,
stuff.
if they follow you for
Oh,
like
okay.
a month older.
Yobi is understood. That's the user. Gotcha.
Weird.
Founds. Yobi's has probably found the user. Because there's a user who's been lurking in my stream.
Oh, jeez.
The entire time.
Only
Let's...
followers?
Yeah,
Okay, regardless though, I don't want to burn too much time here.
No worries, no worries. We can get back
Okay.
into this. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
deal
I'll-
with that later.
I'll get out of shield mode really quick
Uh,
here, but
Yeah, I'll keep shield mode on. If they can't chat, well, whatever. I'm DMing anyway.
verification.
Okay, so where were we? Right. Envy,
Yes.
you were in the treetops looking around. You had a perception of 23. You found something rustling in the bushes nearby, a little bit to the west. You see a creature is injured and is wandering through the forest, and you see them right here.
A bird.
A bird, complete with claws and a statue of a bear.
That's
What
a
do you
big
do?
bird.
It's bigger than you.
I
Although,
don't know.
is that what I think it is? Although, I mean, I don't see it.
Go to bed.
I hop down from my. Wait, can this bird reach my tree? Can it reach me? Like how far high
With
am
the
I
amount
up?
of claws it has, it's likely it should be able to climb, but it is also injured.
I yell out to Chai, Kala, and Equipoise that there is a injured, big bear-like bird in the vicinity to let them know.
Okay. I would say because everyone is, on guard, you can wake up from this should you choose. What does everyone do?
Um, are we waking up? Also,
Up to you.
Equipoise will open her eye briefly. She's like, nothing can penetrate this, so we're fine. Unless it knows magic to dispel a barrier. Otherwise, we're okay. Unless
Wait,
it knows magic to dispel a barrier, which I may have incited the wrath of. But we
it's
should be
hurt?
fine.
It's hurt.
It's hurt? Oh. Well, I
Yeah,
did
like
not leave this, so you are all welcome to do as you please.
um,
What do you want to do, Kala and Chai?
As
cure
he's
wounds
yelling
is
from the
touch,
treetop.
right?
I'll
What's that?
Is cure wounds at touch?
Cure wounds is
Yes, it
touch. Healing
is.
word is ranged.
Can I do healing word on it?
You would
As
have to
you
leave the
rouse from
bubble.
your slumber,
Huh.
as you rise from your slumber and you kind of notice the creature kind of stumbling around right over here. Wait, how far is this from you?
I mean,
25
I'll
feet. I don't
just
know what the
if I
range
can't
is
do it
on Cure
inside, I'll
Word.
just fly out and cure wounds.
Okay, as you get closer to this animal, you can see it's very afraid and a little nervous as you approach. A winged creature as you are. Give me animal handling. And yes, I know it's a monster, but the Wizards of the Coast seems to have like reverted that shit according to the movie. So fuck it, it's an animal.
Wait, can I go over with Chai to
Yes, you can.
the big bird?
Yep.
Oh, by the way, real
Okay.
quick,
We'll
can
say that
you
you walked over first and Chai followed there. Okay.
Yeah.
can
Do
you
you want me to roll my
re-enable
animal handling
share
as
chat
well?
really quickly?
What's that?
You first,
Re-enable share
Envy.
chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, re-enable? Was it disabled?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
because you
shield
guys went
mode.
into shield mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Shield mode must be off to start shared chat.
I turned mine off. I think we're okay for now.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate, but we
Cause like I don't
apologize
think
for that,
shield mode's
everyone.
supposed to be on the entire time, is it?
It's a toggle on and off thing.
Yeah, but like normally, do we want to keep it on or off? That's the thing.
Oh, I mean, it's it's weird. It's weird.
Hmm. Maybe I'll leave it on when I'm offline. Anyway. Okay, back to this. So Envy and Shy approach the creature. What about you, Kala?
I probably don't even like notice this. I mean, I can notice this because I have alert, but seeing as two people are going over there, I'll just keep an ear open and try to cozy on up back into a ball.
Sounds good.
Hmm.
Envy, if you would like to assist Chai, you can use the help action, in which case Chai can either roll again or you can roll your own.
I kind of want to roll my own.
Go ahead. Okay, so you rolled a 6. With a natural 1. Oh
Damn.
no, that's a natural 1.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Chai, as you approach this creature and try to calm it down so that you can apply um, some magic to its wound. You can see it looks to be a sort of bite from another creature, and it's limping. You kind of approach the creature very cautiously, and it's very iffy whether this creature will accept your aid or not. Envy, as you rush over, excited by both the forest and another creature here, stumble upon a stick and startled the creature as it starts to yelp and start to limp away from Chai and you. Do you guys do anything?
I want to follow it.
Oh my god.
That's fine. So it begins to walk further into the tree line. And you follow. Chai, are you doing anything?
Want to
You're just gonna
heal
like
it, but
okay, so
Envy's
you're gonna
scaring
follow as well.
it.
I should have light feet. I shouldn't have stepped on a twig.
That's a
I'm an
natural
elf.
one for you. Okay, fine. You didn't step on a twig. What actually happened is you sneezed and it startled the creature. Okay.
Okay.
um, it continues to walk away from you, very very scared, but it's still limp. And I assume you two are still following it.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Kala and Echopose, you do not see the other two anymore. Well, you can barely see them, just like entering the tree line in this direction. Is there anything you two would like to do? Or are you just going to trust in their abilities to deal with whatever this creature is?
Um, I hmm. I take a look at Equipos and uh, trying to like talk to her. Like, they seem to be going off somewhere. Should we do something? Like follow
You
them?
may follow them if you would like. But again, this bubble will drop if I leave it, which would
Okay,
put the family at risk.
alright.
Or we
So,
take the family with us, and it is the middle of the night, which additionally puts them at risk. Either
hmm.
we can keep them in the safe, impenetrable bubble that will only be fallen if something with magic comes through, or
Mhm.
I leave and we take our chances.
I think I did give Mr. Vorslan this horn. Um, I think those two are pretty capable by themselves, but they don't have a magical bubble to protect them. I might go and accompany them a little bit, but if anything happens, please do sound, or if anything like bad um, tries to approach the bubble, will sound come out of the bubble? I have no, I'm not sure if it's
Possibly. But we are
okay.
also in a forest, so it might be layers of muffled, but it'll be fine.
Yes, so please just sound the horn, and we'll come running right back.
You're talking to the unconscious family right now?
Oh no, the to Equipos.
To Equipoise, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Equipos.
cool.
And then as much as I would like to accompany Chai and Envy, just in case anything happens. And then
So you're just gonna stand right there, or are you getting
no,
closer? Okay.
I get closer to them if I can. Like, okay,
So right there then.
yeah, and then see if you know if they get any farther, I'll try follow them. But if not, I'll just stand here for now.
All right, no problem. So, Chai and Envy, would you? This creature is stopped. Its wound is stopping it from continuously moving, but it starts to yelp as it stops. Like not sure. Maybe it's calling for help. You're not sure. Go ahead and roll another animal handling. Actually, no. It is yelping out of pain and fear out of you two. What do you do?
Can I offer it some ration?
You can definitely do that.
Can I
Go ahead
console it?
and okay.
Like,
In that case, both of you roll another animal handling.
oh my
16.
God.
That's good.
Nice.
Envy.
What?
Animal handling.
Yeah, it could.
I rolled it. I was
Oh,
like
you
the
all
first
rolled it
guy.
before you. Okay, so that's
Yeah, we
16.
both
Great,
rolled a
both of you
16.
get 16. With your combined efforts and the fact that this creature is distraught, you do manage to calm it down as you give it some rations. However, and the creature's starting to calm down. It's quiet. However, due to its yelping, it did attract the sounds of something else. As Chai and Envy, both your passive perception, I think, are fairly high. I think it was like an 18 and a 17. You realize you're not just alone anymore. As you see what you presume to be the parents.
Oh shit.
As they realize that their baby is injured and surrounded by two unknown entities. I would like you two to roll initiative.
Although,
That's for everyone else. No.
do I see this?
No, you don't see this.
Although,
Oh, what are
You
we
can
Roll
barely
rolling?
for
see
initiative.
Chai in the distance, but you can't see the creatures behind the line of trees. You can
Are
also
we
What do
see,
we?
Chai and Envy, that this little area here seems to be a little drier. It seems like this was their little nest that this injured and baby was just trying to get to, but then saw you two as a threat until very recently.
What do we roll?
Initiative.
initiative.
How do we do that
Um,
again?
Is it
Really,
just a D20?
Just click
You're going
initiative.
to go ahead and click.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it now.
You got it. There is the button initiative above your health.
Uh,
really quickly, just
Yes.
as an addendum to the follower thing. Apparently, I tried to go to Seripot itself, and you need to authenticate every like month or so. Maybe
That
just
shouldn't
Ah.
be. I don't believe it's that.
I tried to, and it said like I needed to authenticate again. But if you have any
Hmm.
follower bots in your thingy, I think Seribot, you can do like check for bots, the command, over in their
Yeah.
chat,
Mm.
and then you can remove it if ever.
Mm.
I did
We can
ban the
worry
bots
about.
that followed us earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. So let's get those initiatives rolling. Envied and Chai. So you guys have yours. At a turn. Chai at a 19. Envied at a 17. And turn for this. And turn for this. Let's say that they were lower. And the baby as well. Okay, so Chai, you see the two parents next to you, and they look very poised to attack, ready to eliminate whatever threat is threatening their child. What do you do?
Can I sneak in a cure wounds?
Yeah, you definitely can. As you start to, you put your hand on the baby's wound and begin to heal it. Go ahead and roll the healing, please. Which I believe is a 1d8 plus 4? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, 7 points of damage. You lay your hand on the creature, and its bite mark begins to heal rapidly. New feathers and fur begin to form on the area. Anything else?
I will wait to see what happens.
Okay, I will say that in the parents' fit of rage and concern, it's unlikely they would have noticed what you were doing, because to them, you had just put your hand on their child. They might not have seen the wound. So, unless you'd like to communicate this to them somehow, you have used an action.
Hmm.
I like put down my weapon.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Do you want to say anything or gesture in any way that might help your case?
I'm unsure what birds like take as aggressive.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, try and do a persuasion check with disadvantage, just because they're already being aggressive right now. Because I'm assuming you're trying to tell them that you're not a danger.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 5. So as you drop your weapon and trying to back away, um, they still trying to get closer, still not convinced that you're of no threat. Anything else on your turn, or so move to Envy?
Well, envy.
Okay, Envy, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I would like to also persuade them
Okay,
that
what are you doing in order to try to
we
persuade
were.
them?
Um, can I talk to spirits since I'm an elf?
Unless you have an innate ability that lets you, no.
Okay, then shit, I don't
You
know
have
what to
maybe a
do.
spell that lets you do that, or
I don't.
just remember that this is essentially play pretend with the rules. So really, you can use your creativity here.
But I don't have any spells.
Okay, in 1 second, I just gotta replace my earphones. These ones are dying.
Do I need to have a spell to talk to the spirits? Like,
You do have a spell to talk to animals.
I do?
You are an Ancient's Paladin. It is not a spell I bothered putting on your sheet because I did not think it would come up, but you are Paladin that does have a spell to do
Come
this.
on.
I say double checking a
Ooh.
class that I should know by the back of my hand. You do have a spell called Speak with Animals. I'm not distru- not sure if these things
Sorry,
will
guys,
count
I
as
can't hear
animals.
anything right now. It's
All good with me.
my headphones are not syncing with my computer
Let
for
me put
some.
this in.
Could I add
reason.
this spell?
Yes, if you look up Speak with Animals, you can add it to your sheet. You still have it. I just was not worrying about complicating things for you too much, just because you,
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Okay, how do I add it again? I go over
uh,
to spells.
go over to on the top right of your screen.
Connected. There we go.
You will find an icon that is next to the little book icon. Basically, this is the compendium window. You will go here and then search up the spell.
What's happening? What I miss?
Oh, Envy does have Speak with Animals, which would
Oh
possibly
shit.
do what he wants. Technically, these aren't animals, but also it's a one shot. Who cares?
Yeah, but I also said just because Wizard of the Coast is being all flippy floppy with the nature of owlbears, I'm letting them be animals.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Ancient's Paladin do get a spell that does speak with animals.
Nice.
All right. Where I
So,
go to compendium
and then you type in the name of the spell,
and then speak with animals.
and I believe that should be on the compendium.
It's
Oh,
not
thank you
Yandere.
for that winter gust. I shall change that right now. Um, Discord. How about now? No, they're not talking.
Okay, so yeah,
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
hi.
2014. Yes.
We're here.
Drag down to your
Hello.
sheet, and then you should be able to ping it from there.
Bollocks.
I did not expect Envy to have speak with animals, but this is turning interesting. Let's go.
It was not a
Uh,
thing I put on his sheet because I didn't think it would come up.
Well, let me drag and drop.
There
Uh,
we go.
don't worry about it then. Just say that you have it.
Yeah.
You have
Mhm,
it. You don't
mhm.
gotta worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry
Okay.
about adding to your sheet. It's a one shot, unless you
Okay.
return to this character. Okay, so you cast speak with animals. So now you can speak with animals. What do you say or do?
I let them know that their child was injured and we were trying to help him.
Would you like to roleplay that and say that specifically what you were saying?
Um, Mama and Papa, I don't mean to distract you. We were trying to help your child because he had an injured leg and a paw.
Okay, because I like to encourage roleplay, but if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But because you did, I'll allow you to roll with advantage on this to reward you
Okay.
for the roleplay. So go ahead and roll persuasion check with advantage.
Uh, Advantage and then
Yeah.
with
So just I
persuasion.
think you can just click it twice.
I have an advantage thing.
Oh, okay. Wow, natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So the parents look at you, suddenly surprised by your eloquent speech in their language. Chai, you just hear a bunch of uh,
squawking.
depraved screeching and squawking from Envy all of a sudden. But considering his attunement to the forest and excitement of the forest, it's not too strange. But he just starts yelling and squawking in front of you. Um, the owl bears look at you curiously, look at between you and Chai, and then one takes their infant a little closer to them, kind of spins them around on with a claw, noticing that they are uninjured, and they seem to trust you as they begin to walk back slowly. What do you do?
Me?
Either of you.
Um, could I try and persuade one of the parents to help us with our journey
Interesting.
and as like something to get out of helping their child? Would that be possible?
It's anything's possible, but let's see if you can convince them. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, just a normal straight one. I'm setting the DC. The DC is set. Go ahead. 14. Um, if you would like to lower the DC, would you like to roleplay that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
While while we did hail one of your child, he's all good. Um, would it be possible for one of y'all two to help us with our journeys? We're trying to protect and escort a family out to do something. Would it be possible for one of y'all two to come as well?
The two parents look at each other. The other one looks at you, and through strange motions of clicks and body motions and screeches, um, it kind of translates to you. So there is no real voice to it, but from what you understand them telling you, um, is that like they need to stay. The family always stays together, and they have, how should I say, they're grateful for you healing them, but they don't see what they'll get out of helping you. Like, what's in it for them? Like,
Shit.
they're not taking your bargaining chip of, hey, we healed them, you owe us stuff. They're not too sure about it because they don't see any injury on them. They just say, hey, you're friendly. That's all they've gotten from you, is that you are not trying to attack us, so we're on good terms, but we're not. But that's it. So you're more on neutral stance. but now you need a bargaining chip if you want to bring them on your journey. It's still possible, but you're gonna have to work for this.
What could I use as a bargaining chip?
While you think about that, Kala and Ekapons, you realize that it's been a bit before anything, like they've been gone for maybe 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They could very well be fine. It's only been 3 minutes. But you did hear you did hear some screeching, both from
Mm.
Envy and what you assume to be an owlbear, but you have no context.
Okay, I go to Ekipos, and then like, is Ekipos awake? Are you awake?
She looks like she's trying to go back to sleep.
Um, so
If you need to go, go. I told you I can make an alarm if
yeah,
need be.
I told you earlier, but like it's been like 3 minutes. I lost sight of them like a couple of minutes ago. Should I come
Feel
and
free
like take a
to.
look?
Go take a look. I shall remain here that way.
Okay.
She
Alright.
gestures to the nice, warm, dry area that the family is
Okay.
currently
Double check
provided.
I
if
love
I have my
Ekipose's
great axe.
indifference.
I double check if I
She
have my
just
great
bounce.
axe, and then try to like walk over there, maybe slowly. See if I can
Okay.
like.
Are you gonna be stealthy about it or no?
I mean, I'm a, I'm a, I don't not great at stealth, but I try to just walk around cautiously and
All
slowly,
right.
not really stealthily. Um,
Okay.
and then towards the direction that I, saw them go to before, just slowly but surely.
Okay. Eventually, you go ahead and position yourself where you need to be.
Like as soon as I see them, like I stop moving. As soon as I see one of them.
Okay. You will start. You'll see one of them like right here.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
them through the tree line. Once you are there, you see two large adult owl bears with a child, and you see one far in the back there. You can see that Envy had dropped his weapons. Chai had dropped her weapons,
Oh,
and Envy is
Mhm.
screeching at the top of his lungs some weird language.
Oh.
Squawk, squawk, squawk.
um, I don't know. Am I smart enough for this? Am I smart enough
Go
to
ahead and roll
like?
intelligence and
Okay.
for beat a 13.
Okay. I don't have
I
any
think
like.
that's reasonable.
I don't have a roll. Do I have any intelligence? Nope. 0. Okay.
You'll be fine.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh,
Okay.
Given the context of the situation, you can surmise that things seem to be under control currently.
Okay. Um, as soon as I know it's under control, I'm not gonna try and do anything. I just slowly back away. Like back
Okay.
away, and then I try to like, I don't know how to like, chai, chai, like that, like silently. Try to like,
How do you what? Sorry.
I try to like get Chai's attention, like chai, like that.
Ah, you're kind of whispering.
Yeah, kind of whispering,
I
but
mean, that's
like,
that. You just kind of like loudly kind of whisper through.
yeah,
Chai, with your passive perception, you do hear Kala, no problem. You're not in combat. This is just a tense kind of situation going on, so no one's really attacking. Um, but Chai, you do see Envy currently, what you assume, given what you know about him, conversing with these creatures. However, Chai, before we go to you in reaction to Kala's call, Envy, what are you saying to these creatures in convincing them to join you?
While I don't have a bargaining chip, all I can ask is for your help, as we really do need to help this family get to wherever they need to be. If you
Um,
want to help, that would be amazing. If not, I totally understand.
they will ask you through again series of motions and squawks what you would have them do.
Uh, just walk with us and escort us to the top of this mountain.
Roll a persuasion check. 14. The DC was 13. They look at each other, having only asked that, only that they bring you with, they can serve as guides. And so you both come to an agreement. As Envy, you are now, as you turn around to Chai, the two owlbear parents saunter up behind you, ready to follow you and everyone else to your camp and will serve as guides to the rest of the mountain. Succeed.
Yay!
Ooh,
Yay.
okay.
So, as everyone starts walking up to the camp, Kala, you are surprised to see a family of owlbears follow and not being attacking everyone.
Holy moly. Those balls. That's the first time I've ever seen this. And I just try to hide my weapons, out of sight, out of blind, as much as I can, while slowly, you know, away from the owlbears, but into the camp.
Alrighty.
Kala, do you have anything you want to say to them?
uh, nice biceps. I don't know.
Nice biceps, bro.
I don't know.
He says after he wears like heavy armor.
Can I tell? Is it just one
What?
owlbear, or to like all of them, or
You got
Oh,
the
the
whole
whole family's
family.
followed you.
the whole family?
Yeah, they're not gonna
I
separate.
okay. I say to the all four owlbears that my friend said that y'all had nice biceps.
And
They look at each other quizzically, not understanding what you really mean, but they'll take it as a compliment.
okay,
I want to know what happened.
I walk fast. Oh no.
Well, yeah, no one explained anything to Chai.
I
Oh.
want to know what happened, like how the kid got injured.
Oh,
I think I'm
All right.
behind.
I wanna talk to the injured one. Hey,
okay.
buddy, do you know how you got injured?
I'll say you're talking to this one.
Yeah.
It'll look at its parents and they'll give a nod, or at least whatever is equivalent to a nod for owlbears, and start squawking in your direction. Given what from body language and squeaking, you realize that they were attacked, by what looks to be. They describe something as bipedal, slightly feathered on their neck, very tall, about the same size, a little bit bigger than their parents, and very mean and big rows of teeth.
I yell out to Echopose. Do you have any idea of what he's talking about? He's very big, got feathers around his neck, and a lot of teeth.
Equipoise so
About
close
the
to
same
falling back
size.
asleep. So close to falling back asleep. Just calls back out from from the little glowing dome. Actually, hi DM. Can I make an intelligence check at disadvantage to piece together whatever the hell I'm being asked about at
I
3
was
in the
about to
morning?
ask you actually. Go ahead and roll either nature. I would say it's Arcana 2, or history.
That's a 12.
12. It sounds like a T Rex, but there's no reason why a T Rex would be here.
It
I
sounds like
see.
something bigger than it, and probably something that wouldn't be really around this area. Other than that, I'm not really sure.
I see.
Congratulations on your successful efforts in whatever it is you did. I had not seen someone tame owlbears before. I did see my misfortune should I have intervened, though. I am glad I did not intervene. I probably would have died.
Oh no.
Okay.
For the
Alright.
forest.
Oh,
Power of the forest.
oh gosh. Actually, now that
Okay.
you reminded me,
Go ahead.
before I go back to bed, I go up to Equipoise and actually give her one of the potions that I bought. Here you go. Just
I
in
appreciate it,
case.
but it will be useless on me if I am already dying.
No, I have two. Don't worry. This is the
Understood.
other one. I'll use the other one when you're down, and then you'll use that one when you're up.
Hooray. It would be, sure, I will keep on to it for a rainy day.
Yes.
I'm not sure if the forecast has, actually, no, there will probably be a rainy day in our forecast coming up.
And I
Can I go back to sleep now?
yeah.
Are
Actually,
we
me too.
okay? Okay.
Like,
Great. She just falls backwards.
Poor Ekipos, just like safe in the hut, constantly pestered.
and
There is
like,
literally nothing that can break this hut unless somebody has magic. She is vibing. She is happily sleeping, trying to sleep. She's trusting other people to do what they do, and they have done what they do. Stop waking her up.
go back to bed.
So with that, the family. Well, assume you guys all take up your purchase and go back to sleep.
Yep.
Me.
Okay. The owlbears kind of guard the outside of the tent as you all begin to fall back to sleep and have a restful night. Okay. Uh, so turning this back on.
That could have gone really
And
bad.
changing this. You guys did really good.
Yes, they could have one shot me. I am not joking.
I had some evil thoughts as a DM, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh no.
What were the
um.
thoughts?
Anyway, you bed down for the night and rest knowing that you have a very curious, odd set of companions now, who now rest outside of the tiny hut. The next morning, it is a brisk morning. It is a brisk air out, as you see the owlbears have already woken up early and have brought back a hunt, a what looks to be um, a smaller reptile, an alligator of sorts, um, who has been butchered and killed by the parents and feeding them to their children. It's a bit of a gross sight as Mr. and Mrs. Vorslan wake up to the incredible sight of four large mammal slash avian creatures decimating an alligator for breakfast. They look at you quizzically, not sure what's going on, but given the circumstances and how Envy is very friendly with them and screeching, talking to them in the morning, they seem to be okay. It's a little shocking, but other than that, they'll be fine.
I look at them and
Um,
say, "It's been a wild night. No worries. Don't worry about it."
Envy has secured safe passage for us to the mountaintop. Is it not perfect that it is a creature of avian origin? An auspicious sign.
For the
Valkyrie be
forest!
praised. and Valkyrie be praised and the forest indeed. As they kind of like laugh it off nervously, albeit understandably, as you all pack up your things for the night and continue your journey. Let's see here. Wildlife, blah 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 blah. Cool. Okay, you begin to travel as through yet another day. Thankfully, it's not raining as much. Slight drizzle here and there. Any other wildlife that might have occurred, might have shown up upon your path, is quickly beset by Envy's bold proclamations of the forest
For
and
the
the
forest!
four bold proclamations, as well as the four apex predators that surround your party as you walk towards the base of the mountain. As you head there, you feel much more protected knowing that you have such powerful companions at your side. And while it does unnerve the family, they they trust in you, everyone's capability as you reach the base of the mountain. Envy, you hear screeches from the two parents as they tell you that this is as far as they'll go, as they cannot survive in the higher climates, which you can see now. Rocky as it is, you can see there is some snow that falls near the base of the mountain as it gets much colder in this region. They take their leave. You definitely
I'll say
expedited
thank you
the
before they
trip
leave.
as they give you guides like where to go, changing pathways, and you do eventually meet the bottom of uh, the mountain. Sorry, Vinny, you were saying something?
I was not saying anything.
Okay,
I
thought
was
you were
saying it.
saying.
Envy was saying something.
I was wanting to bow and say my gratitude to the owlbears before they
Oh,
left.
excellent. Yeah, they return in kind to what is equivalent of a bow for them as they walk back into the forest, which were might have been enemies, have been gracious hosts or gracious guides in your pilgrimage. So you can see that it's very cold in this region, and you have quite the ways to go.
Blankets.
You see, I assume everyone's just gonna bundle up in. Actually, no, you
Is
guys
it
use
still
blankets. Why
raining?
would you put that on?
Actually,
No, it's like light snow.
okay. I think the blankets will help now, as long as they're not wet.
I assume you guys took care of that in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Or you do have a amazing wizard who can just press to digitate all your problems away.
The most amazing wizard to take care of all your problems. But unfortunately will die in an instant if she is touched.
Right.
Balanced as all things should be.
So, first challenge. You walk up the mountain path for about an hour or so until you start seeing that the bridge is out. It's a bridge that connects one portion of the mountain pathway to another. Looks like it wasn't done deliberately, but rather just the time and wear and tear, as it's not often people travel through this pathway. What do you do? It is a mount. It is a how should I say? It's a bridge that overlooks a 20-foot drop and is about 20 feet across.
Is you say bridge?
How do you? Yeah,
A
the bridge is
broken
out.
bridge, yeah.
It's a broken wooded bridge with rope reinforcements, and it looks like the ropes have just been weathered. Doesn't look like anything was done on purpose. It's just no one really travels these roads.
Mm.
But you have a pathway to go through. What do you do?
Can I use mending?
Mending would work,
Ooh.
but you would have to
It would
get.
take so long.
Yeah, you would basically repairing each individual
Each
piece
individual.
of
Yeah.
the rope that was severed. And so you could try, but you're looking at like maybe an hour or two of straight mending, and you would be flying a lot because you can't fly.
Chai
So
Bells,
it'll be
how
tiring.
strong would you say you are? Enough to carry a person?
What would I just be making trips back and forth?
Ooh,
You
If
are
you want
able
the
to
strength
fly,
training.
and none of us are
Okay.
able to.
we get
It is that.
uppish.
Could I do that when I
I
become
am going to make it
exhausted?
I am going to make it easier for you to do that, and I'm going to cast enlarge on her.
Oh shit.
Oh
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that
shit!
works.
Yo,
Would you like this
enlarge.
spell to go through? Because you can try to resist this chai, but
Yes.
it's up to you.
I'll
You're
become
gonna allow
big.
it?
Yes.
Okay. So you allow Equipoise to cast the spell on you as you gain
She doubles
proportionate,
in size.
just doubles in size. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you now have enough strength to carry a person
And
back
she
and
has
forth with
advantage
pilgrims.
on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Excellent. That'll help out a lot. So is this what you guys want to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you taking first?
It was that or me making Kala big to make him jump across the chasm. Easier to have wings.
I'll take Envy first.
Okay. You know what? Let's just draw this out real quick.
I think yeah.
Let's see here.
Take Envy and
What's up?
the the family first. Just in
I should
case.
go first,
Yeah, take Envy first.
so that way I can protect the family.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the rope bridge that has fallen.
Actually, while you're going there, can you take this other end of this rope? I have like 50 feet in my backpack. Just in case, While I hold on the other end.
Okay, so Chai, you're gonna be carrying Envy first.
Yeah.
Me.
I give Envy
Okay.
the other end of my rope, just in case.
I'll take that into the room.
Yeah.
Okay. So Envy, you're holding onto a rope, and what happened to the other end?
I hold on to the
Uh,
other end.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, just in case.
Alrighty. So, Chai, you begin to ferry Envy on the other side, and you eventually carry him to the other side. Great. What now? You're gonna
Just
do it
the.
again?
Yeah, the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
The family next. So you grab the family. Who first among the three?
The father.
Okay. I'm gonna take the father. Father goes across. Chai, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Am I just clicking on Constitution?
Constitution save, yeah. 16. You're starting to feel a little winded because you're not really used to carrying other people with your wings. And then, although you are large and you have the strength to pull them, it's a lot of endurance to do this carefully as well. But nonetheless, you soldier on through. And now it's the mother and child. So I assume you pull them as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You manage to ferry them across again. And now it's just Kala and Ekipos.
You can go first.
Go ahead. One more Constitution saving throw to pull an additional person across the ravine using your wings alone. 17.
Easy.
You're fine. This is totally
Nice.
like just a light exercise. Who do you bring next?
Equipoise.
Equipoise can go
Ekipos.
first.
Okay.
Equipoise will be happily bridal carried by giant woman.
And you do so.
She just nestles in
Um,
comfortably, like, yes, perfect. This is a good journey.
all according to Keikaku. All right, Chai, you fly back once again, and you stare at the very strong and stout dwarf who probably weighs is heavier than the others. Give me
Yeah.
one last Constitution saving throw to not be winded and take an exhaustion point, because it is also cold up here.
My
Oh,
god,
16. That
girl.
is so
Oh,
consistent.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Those are some high rolls.
Strong.
What? And those are all
Damn.
legit. 13,
Girl
14,
is buff.
13.
Girl is buff.
Yeah.
God damn. This is why I hate Roll20.
Don't worry.
All right. Well,
Chai's high rolls will be, is equal to my low damage rolls as a barbarian. Oh my
so with
gosh.
with such strong, independent woman arms holding on to everyone you managed to fly Kala over absolutely no problem. The bridge was not even a
Okay.
challenge to you. With
Great.
everyone's combined efforts and ideas, you managed to get to the other side of the bridge.
Okay. As soon as I get
Nice.
off
Good
of
job, everyone.
Chai's hands, I take the other end of the rope from Andy and roll it back to my backpack.
All right.
Yeah.
By
Those
Forest.
your
Over
forest.
forest. We're at the mountains now. It's my turf.
Forest.
You'll
All
have
right.
forest upon the return trip.
Forest!
Forest. She
I
nods
missed that
sagely.
movie. Okay. So, let's see here. Notes. As you guys are climbing up the mountain, up through the path, is there anything anyone would like to say or do along during this time?
um, I do have some like what do you call it again? I have like some proficiency in reading any like stonework or like anything inscribed in stone. So I would try to like keep a lookout of anything like in that sense, but just being alert and trying to you know keep the formation going.
Sounds good. All right. Keep an eye on that. Hmm. DM thoughts, thinking. No, it's fine. Okay. So, with how cold it is here, Tools. Right. Okay. The last trial, as you continue down the path, you see is a straight climb up the mountain. As you see up above, what looks to be a kind of plateau at the very top of the mountain, and you just have to somehow get up there. You do have climbing equipment, and you do have a flying companion, and you have the limitless amount of magic utility that Ekipos has, and the raw brawn of Kala and Envy. With the not jagged, with the amount of, you do have a foothold on the face of this cold stone mountain. How do you proceed to get to the top?
Hmm. I assume
Would
that
I be
all
able
of
to
us.
fly up ahead and like leave ropes?
Ooh.
Yes, you can.
You could secure pittance along the way. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know any like mountain climbing terms, but yes.
And then we
Okay.
could have our big strong dwarf go ahead
Yes.
next.
Belay those rope into the mountain. I don't know if that's that's a mountain climbing term. But yeah, I give all of my rope to Chai, and I don't know. Okay, so I did buy a mountain climbing pack. Uh, can
What
you
if we
remind
had
me what?
you?
Yeah,
Mountain climbing pack is pittance, harness, and like spiked boots, I believe.
harness and
Yeah.
spike boots.
We could
Uh,
have you climb up and then help lift the family up.
ooh, yeah.
So what? They're going to be like tied to a harness of sorts and just pull them up.
Yeah, I only have like 50 feet of rope though. I don't know if that's like enough for
How
like.
tall is this cliff face?
Let's see here.
Especially since Shai is flying up ahead of time.
Yeah, that's true. I want to say because it is a trial, it's a final trial. It's about 60 feet up.
2 ropes.
Two
2
ropes.
lengths of
Hmm.
ropes.
I do got a rope.
Does
We
any?
do
Oh,
have
you have
multiple
rope.
ropes.
Hmm.
Or I have rope.
We
How
could
about
tie
hand
one
them
length of rope up the way and then have the other at the top.
Okay. So, to my understanding, and I'll just draw this real quick. The mountain is here. So it's like, and then you guys are at the bottom. And what you're gonna do, let's move this a little bit closer so stream can actually see a little bit better. You got your rope, and you're gonna tie one length. Oops,
Mm-hmm.
one length here, about halfway, and you're gonna tie a knot, and you're gonna tie the rest down here.
Correct. And
Okay.
Shai will basically secure the way as she goes up first.
Okay, so Chai
Mm-hmm.
goes up at the very top, secure the nut at the very top, and secure some pittons along the way, I assume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I give Chai my
Okay,
pittance, all of it.
that's a good plan.
Decopoise is then going to walk up to Kala and be like, I am extremely fragile and will break easy if I try to exert any physical effort. So I'm just going to cast reduce on herself and then climb up on Kala's shoulder.
Oh, that
You
works.
would, yeah, you'd be categorized as short, one as small compared to
Small.
medium.
Yes.
So yeah, you can by the rules as written, you can climb on his shoulders.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then
Riding a dwarf.
also I have the baby with me.
We can carry up the baby afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So I carry you up there first. Oh, so it's my turn
Please.
to carry everyone. Okay.
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
I'll be exerting all my magic on this effort. Well, most of it.
Okay. So I go
I
up.
mean, I could carry the mother and child.
Could probably carry
Um.
the child up at the least, and then like the mother can climb up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
mother will climb up no problem. She's a like natural bull. She's a natural at climbing and whatnot as a ranger.
I'll carry the child.
Okay, so Chai, you got the baby. Kala, you got Ikapos.
Okay.
Uh,
You got the
En-
grown baby.
Envy, you can probably climb yourself as a strong armored boy you are.
Okay. I think.
Strong.
Yeah, I
Okay,
put on
so
my
kind of
spike
like this.
boots, and then
It's like climbing a
Oh.
tree, except it's made of rock.
yeah.
All right, so let's get this started. Chai, you're not gonna have any issue. You're holding a baby. It's fine. I assume you're not gonna drop the baby or do anything stupid. So you managed to fly up to the very peak of the mountain, and you see you're immediately beset by people who have been expecting you. You can see people covered in robes and winter gear as they see you, and they kind of recognize the baby as given visions by their deity. But before welcoming you, they have a feeling they have other people who are following suit. Kala, as you begin to actually, is this a right? Is Kala, are you going ahead, or is Envy going to go ahead?
I think I'll go on ahead first, and then
All right.
yeah.
So Kala, as you are holding onto the rope, please give me an athletics check to climb this mountain face. I will not give you any disadvantages or anything because Ekipos is so small, you probably won't have an issue. So go ahead and climb on that up.
I don't know if I want to start raging or not, but hey,
Angry climbing.
angry climbing. I don't know. Should I
Only do it
start
for 6
angry
seconds. So.
climbing? You know what? I feel confident about us. So let's just do a normal athletics check.
All right, 10. You start to climb, and it's an average pace. Is you're not going too fast, you're not going too
Mhm.
slow. But other than that, you make it about halfway. You reach the knot in which they're holding on to each other.
Okay.
Envy, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you begin to climb as well.
Where's athletics?
We're forgetting about the Mr.
Hey,
Uh,
Jericho.
He'll be
Vorsland.
okay.
Okay.
Did
Oh
you
yeah,
just climb
Mr.
over him?
Vorschland, yeah, he can. He's gonna have a hard time unless you guys want to help him somehow.
Yeah.
He's a fat tiefling.
Wait, what?
Envy carry?
I could.
That's gonna be difficult, but you can definitely try. Up to you guys. Do you want to like just a suggestion? Maybe I don't know, tie the two together or something. I don't know.
I can use my last second level spell slot to make Chai big again and give
Do you want to do
give
that?
her the abilities to give uppies.
Ooh, maybe after we go up there so that,
And just
someone
like tie him to your back with a rope.
like a
Do you guys want to do
backpack.
that? So, Andy, before you start climbing before you start climbing the mountain, you're looking at the pittons and whatnot attached to the mountain and your gear, and then you look at Mr. Vorslan, who's not sure what's going on. Posture check, thank you. And you are not sure if Mr. Vorslan can climb this thing by himself. What do you do?
Would
What
we
do
like
I do?
Yeah,
would we like to Envy could carry him, or we could have Chai carry him again?
it's up to you guys.
I could try and carry him.
While climbing the rope.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and give me athletics check with disadvantage. 13.
Oh, there was a nat 20 there,
Um,
sadness.
you start to climb the rope with Mr. Vorslan in tow. Good lord, he is heavy. But you do manage to get maybe 10 feet off the ground with him one in one hand, and you're like shimming with your legs. And how the hell is this working?
He's on my
Uh,
back.
how are you climbing the rope with him in your arms, or is he on your back?
He's on my back.
Okay, well, in that case, I will have to roll strength athletics for Mr. Vorsland to hold on.
Oh,
He rolled a 3 with his minus strength. As soon as you get 5 feet off the ground, he falls off your back and onto the ground below. He's hurting, he's winded, and he's not sure how he's gonna get up there.
All right.
Oh no.
We can invoke the power of the wonderful sun dragon yet again.
Just leave the baby up here.
We are all up
yeah.
here. We're all
Give
up
the baby
here.
to one of the clerics there.
As-
Yeah, we're all up here now.
As soon as we get
Okay,
up
so
there,
you-
you can go get Mr. Vorsland. Just wait
I
for
guess you guys are just
us.
kind of yelling it to each other across
I-
the way.
I figured we're all up at the top now, no? Or are we?
Oh no, you guys are in the middle of climbing.
Understood.
This is an ordeal. This is a trial. Try
Understood.
just flew up there because she can, because she's holding a baby. It's not hard.
Mia, she can pass the baby on and then fly back down to help.
Okay, so Chai, are you gonna hand the baby to one of the clerics?
Yeah.
Okay, you hand the baby to one of the clerics. They thank you, and then you manage to fly down to the bottom. What would you like to do now that everyone's kind of somewhat gathered? Kala is in the middle of the face, with Ekipos on his shoulders because she's small. Envy is 5 feet up, and you and Mr. Vorsland are on the ground floor.
Well, would I be able to like heal him a little bit before I grab him?
Oh, he didn't take damage. Don't worry.
Okay.
He's just winded.
He just winded. He's as Mr. Vorsland.
I'll grab him.
Start climbing back up again.
Oh, you're gonna grab him? Okay.
Yeah.
Regular size, or are you enlarged?
I could try
Would have to
regular
wait.
sized.
Would have to wait until Equipoise is like at the top of the mountain.
Hmm.
Or Chai, you can like fly right next to them, and Ekipos can just cast it here.
Is it concentration, right? On
It
Minim-
is concentration, yeah. So
minimize.
she can't make him large until she is
Goes-
at the
yeah.
top.
Oh, what's the
Oh.
range on that?
30 feet, which
Okay,
is
so like
definitely a little
halfway.
bit short.
Okay, so let's say Chai is trying to carry both of them up. It's a little tough because you're ascending, you're not just going across.
She'll swap off. Kala can absolutely handle a normal sized equipoise. She's like
Alright.
80 pounds.
Mhm.
She is not heavy.
In that case, we'll go back to Kala. Go ahead and give me another athletics check to climb this mountain face with Ekipos.
Okay. As soon as I see Chai with Mr. Vorsland, I was like, oh no. I think I know what's coming next. And I start rage climbing.
Oh,
You start rage
I started
climbing.
rage
Okay.
climbing. I started raging, and then like same thing happens. It's not like anything that will give me flight, but the spectral form of my ancestral guardian emerges from within me, and then with a great big wings, and I start rage climbing, so I have advantage on. I don't know if a normal sized equipoise will give me disadvantage, but let me know.
No, they won't. Oh,
She
Oh,
weighs
I see what you're
very
saying.
little.
Yes, yes.
yeah. Go ahead, give me your athletics then, and add your rage bonus.
Okay.
Or was that advantage? I forget how that works.
It was
Yeah,
an
rage gives
advantage,
advantage.
but
Okay.
if I get disadvantage, it's just a straight up roll. I think.
No, it's no disadvantage because
Okay.
Ekipos is still small.
Okay.
Well, she'll be normal size because she has to cast enlarge upon the boyo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
So currently the plan is
She is
what?
swapping enlarge onto the tiefling boyo.
So okay, sorry, Vorsland's gonna get small?
No, rather
'Cause it's one spell now, right?
enlarge onto Chai. Actually, it would
enlarge
be
onto
easier to
Chai.
just make him small. It would be easier to make him small. Yeah, she'll reduce him, but in turn she has to drop concentration on herself.
Okay,
So
in that case,
she doubles the weight on Kala's shoulders from a whopping 40 pounds to she's not heavy. She is 100 pounds at maximum.
Chai, with your cargo now reduced by half size and weight, you managed to easily fly up Mr. Vorsland up there.
Okay.
Anything else while you're currently free?
where's the wife?
She's climbing up by herself. I didn't bother to draw her.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she's a muscly woman. She can get up by herself.
I shall wait.
Cool. Okay, Kala. It's gonna be not disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, it'll be disadvantaged not from weight, but rather someone's holding onto you, which might make reduce your range of movement.
Yeah.
So do a straight roll
Okay.
with your shot.
I
Athletics.
shall do a straight roll with +6. There you go.
21, easily enough.
Just
Yeah, you do
focused.
manage to climb up that mountain, no problem. Pissed off, but it works.
I climb up and then it's like,
Sh-
okay. Hmm. Go ahead.
Pico Poise has been giving him head pats the whole while.
Okay, and then we climb up.
All right. Okay, you
Yeah.
guys are up. No problem. You're done.
Yeah.
Get you back to normal size. Envy, give me an athletics check to climb the rest of the way. You shouldn't have any reason why you shouldn't be able to. 17. And as soon as you get to the top, because this thing has been. Do I want to be an asshole DM? No, it's
You
fine.
could.
You get to the top. All right. So, now that you are at the very top of the mountain, you can see that the clerics there, and you can see some other families, similar situations as to the Vorson family, welcome you with open arms to the top of Mount Valkur. You can see that the temple there has already been waiting and has been expecting the lot of you. As they welcome you to the temple, you can see that there are large basins of flame, of radiant fire, that emit great warmth from them, shielding you from the cold of the higher altitude. They welcome you in, and you're beset with a feast of sorts, with a long table with an assortment of food, probably produced by the clerics themselves via magic or otherwise. And you're all welcome to sit down and eat, and celebration to bringing their champion, who will exude Valkur's magic upon the land as they learn about their newfound power. You spend there for quite a bit of time just resting up after the ordeal. You can see that the Varshan family is getting accustomed to their new home as they raise their child. Is at this point, is there anything anyone would like to say or do as you have succeeded in bringing your charge to the mountaintop?
Ooh.
I miss my forest.
We are
God damn it.
again traveling back the same way we came. You will see the forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure.
I do want to ask.
She turns Envy around and points at the forest that is down below.
My beloved, I miss you already.
I do want to ask. I don't know if Mr. and Mrs. Vorsland are near us, but do you
They're
like-
around, so you can definitely
okay.
just like walk up to them.
Okay, I walk up to Mr. and Mrs. Vorsland. So, I do want to ask. I think this was like something important that I should have, we should have probably asked before. But what is this ceremony supposed to be? What are they gonna do with your child?
As you ask this, one of the clerics actually comes up to you and says, "Well, hey there. Sorry there, partner. I kind of overheard. I'm a cleric of Valkur, and I just felt like I needed to answer this one for you. Nothing's really going to be happening to the kid. It's just they'll live here. They're gonna gain power of Valkur, and we're gonna teach them how to use it."
I can't believe that they're Canadian.
I turn around and listen to this cleric, but not really trusting of strangers. So I want to try and feel the vibes. Roll an insight if I can.
on the cleric.
Yeah. On one, yeah, on
Sure.
the cleric.
I mean,
yeah.
if they wanted to kill you, you would have died from the feast,
Mhm,
probably.
definitely. Just
Go ahead and
an
roll
insight.
insight then.
Yeah, I'm not great at it, but my Kala is not really that trusting of strangers per se. And everything here is pretty strange. What's my insight? 0, a big whopping 0. Thankfully, it's not negative, right? It's pretty nice. Oh,
Yeah.
15.
15. I mean, given how you've spent some time here, had a feast, and kind of getting to know these people a little bit from your insight, I want to say affects the last couple hours. You can see that this small community of both lay folk and clerics, they all serve the god Valkur, the wave captain who governs us, who helps safe passage to travelers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have a good feeling that this is just a very much what it is, a community who worship an entity and who doesn't really have much of a trial for their champions, but rather just gives them the responsibility of putting forth this positive fortune towards travelers in this region.
Okay. And I get that vibe, and then probably I just, oh, thank you for the explanation, friend. Uh, and then I just quietly go back to, I don't know, the feast, right? Yeah, start
Yep.
numbing on like
All right.
some chicken legs. Yum 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 yum.
Can I ask someone about that big creature with the feathers on the neck and lots of teeth?
Sure. Who would you like to approach? There's a number of people here. Several clerics, most of which are Volcaran clerics. Although you might see maybe one other light cleric like yourself there. You could even ask Mr. Vorslan, or yeah, take your pick.
One of the clerics?
Okay, sure. There's one that kind of sticks out that seems a little more endearing. Not endearing. A little more approachable. They're a gnome wearing robes and whatnot, as it's a very temperate temple here with climate control. Um, they see you approach and give you a bit of a wave.
Mm,
What would you like to say?
I would like to ask them if they've ever seen a creature like that around here.
A creature like that, huh? Let me consult one of the tomes here as they pull out one of their books nearby off a nearby shelf. Let's give them a decent plus to this. Ugh, I rolled a 3. Um, I think I think I heard of that. I think they call them uh Tronasi or something. It's like a lizard with some feathers on their back. Descendants of the King of Feathers. I don't know if you know about the King of Feathers. Would you like to roll history to know about the King of Feathers?
Yes.
Okay, roll history for King of Feathers.
Hey.
You don't fucking know. um, yeah, unfortunately, what you do know is that the King of Feathers is some name that's kind of thrown around within the area of Chult, an area far to the south of this area. But unfortunately, you don't really know much about it.
Hmm.
The scholar, or like the cleric rather, tells you, yeah, something about reptiles who can survive in the cold, odd species. The King of Feathers himself is very dangerous. You don't want to mess with him. Although luckily that's like in another continent altogether. Why do you ask?
Could I tell them what the owl bears told us?
Sure. It says,
That they've seen it?
"Well, that's weird. I mean, I myself don't leave the safety of the mountain. Volkur's blessings all here, but that's concerning. I'll let everyone else know. Perhaps we can get another set of adventurers to look into that, i.e., another one shot, at another time. But thank you for letting us know.
Um, we'll continue feasting.
All right. So, anyone else have to say or do whilst you are here, or we can move on.
I am good to move on.
I'm good to move on.
All
Me
right.
too.
So as you finish up your feast, you prepare for their journey ahead back to the ship. You can feel pride in knowing that you successfully brought a child and their parents to their new home to fulfill their destiny to the wave captain, the god of thunder and travel. As you descend the mountain once again through various means and not having to deal with an extra set of hands to take care of, you eventually get to the ship down below after several days of travel, uninterrupted, and you make your way back to the city. And that's game. You guys did it with very minimal issues because of everyone's efforts, especially the tiny hut.
I'm sorry. You said, "Hey, be prepared for this." I'm like, "Bet."
No, you guys did great. I was not expecting that at all. So I just wasn't thinking that. Damn, that tiny hut really just took away most of the trouble there.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. That was fantastic. You did great, Ernie. And Envy, I was not expecting you to recruit the owlbears, but you
Be
did with
honest, I
the high
wanted to ride one
perception.
of them.
Oh, honestly, if I had more things prepared, um, they would have very much helped out even more. No, you guys did great.
That was fun.
This one simple spell makes traveling a breeze.
Oh yeah.
Unless
Any
something
long
knows how to
term,
burrow.
any long term travel is great to have tiny hut. Alrighty,
Very nice.
well,
Very nice.
Mhm.
that is. I'm gonna close this real quick. Unfortunately, we had some scuff today because of the very odd bot raid, which a lot of us are probably gonna deal with some aftermath of that.
Mhm.
But thank you guys for playing. If we ever want to do this again, we'll talk. But other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and a even better tomorrow. And I'll see you guys when I see you. But for everyone else in chat, that's it for stream. Thank you for watching. And oh, before we go, how about everyone reintroduce each other so that everyone can see, everyone can find you. Let's start
Mhm.
off with my right, Lex. Who are you, and where can people find you?
Oh, hi. I am Lexithon, the Flame Forest Dragon Tamer. Warrior of the skies, bound by destiny. Your friend, and with me is my little buddy Nox. Say hi, Nox. You can find me at Lexithern over at the big X and the blue skies. Also here in Twitch. So yeah.
Perfect, Renee.
Once again, I am Reniana, your local succubus poison dragon girl VTuber variety queen supreme. I stream all odd times of the week and all odd things. You may find something neat you haven't heard of before, or catch me rambling about Project Moon games for the millionth time in a row. You can find me under Reniana over on Blue Sky and also on Twitter, but I hardly use it anymore. But Blue Sky and Twitch are my homes.
Nice. And while we do have a very welcome guest, Envy here, he's not a content creator, but has been joined for this fun little activity nonetheless.
I
Say
like
hi, Envy.
fun. Hi.
Fun is good. Excellent. And Chai, finally.
uh, I echoes chai bells and everything. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch.
Winter
Blue
started from the
Sky.
other ends for this
Yeah,
You had
exact
time.
reason of giving you time.
I'm very unprofessional.
All good. Well, that's it for today's D&D game. Next stream from me is going to be Raft on Mondays with Michiru Koi, another member of the Dragons Council. So catch us out there tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. But other than that, I will see the rest of you next time.
Yeah.
I
Bye
love that Michi
bye.
was like in a
Next time
cameo
on
as a
Dragon
baby.
Ball Z.
Are we going to raid into someone actually?
Actually, yeah, I guess we should raid into someone. Do we have a raid
Yeah.
target?
Um,
Uh, any dragons
yeah,
on?
Bianca's going, Remy's going, Key's going. Anyone doing anything special though?
Hmm.
Oh, it does not look like
I'm
it.
currently muted right now,
We
but we're going
could
to do
raid.
some FF14 later. I'm
Yep,
gonna take a
yeah, we
quick
have
like
3
30-minute break and then
actually.
I'll stream again.
No,
We could
I'm
raid
bringing
after
my
the
mic
raid.
Bianca.
too.
Good raid Bianca. I'm biased actually. We could.
I
I
think
am
you are
biased.
biased.
I am a little bit biased. I am a little bit biased.
Okay, hold on. We are doing a D&D stream, so let's see who has like a
Oh,
similar vibe. Let's say that.
D&D.
I mean,
Uh,
the other winter's playing Legend of Zelda.
that's pretty. That's fairly cozy, I would
And
say.
that's a new. It's a new Dragon Council member.
That is true. Yeah, fuck it. I'm making an executive decision. Well, not I am doing it. You guys don't have to rate him, but that's what I'm doing. But just a quick check. Jerry's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Key's doing Okami. Actually, rating Key would be good too because Okami's not like super intensive either, so I wouldn't mind rating Key.
I think it'd be
Bianca's
good to
doing
show some love
Naomi.
to. I know you've interacted with her guests, but showing some love to new Dragon Council member would be neat.
You know, I think so too. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna go raid Winter Gust, my winter brethren.
Thanks for the follow. I got no
I forget
me.
who else is live. It's just
And
Lex
if Lex
and
wants to join,
Yeah,
yeah, it's up to you, Lex, if you wanna.
I'm given a
I will
a
join
link
the raid.
in the collab
Yeah.
text.
Over.
Oh, you wrote down their name?
For Lexia for a
Yeah,
Winter
yeah,
Gust.
okay.
What message do we have? Should we do?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I have a raid message, though I don't think it seems to be working.
There you go.
So yeah, feel free to copy that. Although I don't think that emote works on his channel, though. That's the issue. I gotta change that.
We'll say D&D raid. Let's go.
D&D raid.
Yeah.
Okay, let someone write up a thing of that. D&D raid
Or the forest.
for the forest. I like for
Yeah,
the
for the
forest
forest.
though.
We're being
Yeah,
in the
I was
forest.
thinking on the same
D&D
line.
raid.
I'm like, we need to make a reference to forest. The real
Forest.
height
How
of
about
this
that?
session was Envy getting to be in the forest.
There you go.
Okay, I wrote that message there. You guys can copy that if you like that.
We,
So /raid winter gust _. All right. Needs the fog.
I started the raid. Let's
Alrighty,
go.
we're starting the raid in a couple seconds. Thank you guys again for joining me. This was fun. I'll definitely make a more action-packed version in the next one shot.
I took out all the action.
Don't worry, I'll make sure we put some violence.
I took out all the action with this one simple spell.
You did great.
But
No
I
more
took out all
violence
the
that
action.
time.
No, well, there's still some
I mean,
interaction.
granted, we did persuade owlbears, so
You did. That was good shit. Okay,
That was
I'm hitting
pretty
raid now.
fun.
See you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.